Stop calling me.
Hello.
Hi, is this Amazon?
This is Amazon, sir.
Okay. So I just wanted to tell you, you're not poor because you live in India, sir. You're poor because you're a fucking loser. Go ahead, please, sir. Something I said?
Thank you for calling. How may I assist you?
Is this Amazon?
This is how may I assist you?
Yes, Saddle Pedal. Is this Amazon?
Hey, you piece of shit. Keep the phone down, you motherfucker.
You're so mad.
Help a brother out. Help me out, sir. Help me out. There's a gift card in it for you. Help me out. Put the phone to a Rundy.
But I don't need a gift card. What are you talking about?
Of course you need a gift card. You wouldn't be pretending you work at Amazon if you didn't need a gift card. What were you going to do if I didn't just talk about this? You were going to hook up to my phone. Yeah, of course you need a gift card. Sir.
First, just a second. I don't need any gift card, sir. Okay,
then what are you doing pretending you work at Amazon? What are you doing pretending? Go get a job. Sir, of course you need gift cards. Of course you need gift cards.
You have called the customer care support line of Amazon.
This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part of your script. Handling the objections. Handling the objections. You're probably going to get to the part where you say, who told you this is a scam? Who told you?
Sir, first of all, I'm not a scammer.
Thank you for calling Amazon. You're speaking with Mark. How may I assist you?
Mark, sorry, I was taking a glass of water. Listen to me. What time will you guys be over here to install this beach? I paid a lot of money to have this sand brought in here, and the lifeguard station, and the towels, and the chairs, and the hot dog stand. I want a real goddamn beach in my living room. I deserve that, you know? Help me. Mark, help me.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, what happened, sir? This is Amazon, sir. How
yes, I ordered off of Amazon beach installation. They are supposed to install a beach in my living room. I got rid of all of my furniture, all of the art on the walls. I have the Atlantic Ocean on order from another website. I don't even know how that's possible, but they said they can do it. I paid like $40,000 for this ocean. Now I want to put a beach into my apartment because that'll go with the ocean, you see. And what's going on? I haven't heard anything. I didn't get any confirmation emails. No one's taking my calls. You're pawning me off on each other. I don't know. The Rundy there hung up on me. What's going on? Go ahead, please. Mark.
Okay.
Go ahead. And please keep in mind this is a recorded phone call for YouTube and training purposes. I'm sorry, what's that?
Sir, when did you order that?
Like a week ago. They said they would do it like a speedy and very thorough installation. I spent all of the last couple of days moving all of the furniture around my apartment. I took it all out. I don't have any furniture. I'm waiting for goddamn sand. I want to sit on the beach. And then I figured the ocean will get here at the same time, and everything will be great in my apartment. I'll have the goddamn Atlantic Ocean beach in my apartment, and then we can go crazy. And then I'll call you back and do more business. Maybe get a boardwalk. I don't know, a lighthouse. You know, I want my apartment to be fun. Can you help me or no? Mark?
Sir, can you help
Yes.
me with your first and last name so that I can...
My name is Dean Michael Myers. Dean Michael Myers. I'm probably the only one in your system that was stupid enough to order a beach from you people. I didn't think it was possible, but I trusted you guys. I really did. And now that it's getting close to the cutoff line, I haven't heard from anybody. When will you come install this beach? Just tell me.
Yes, sir. Let me look for that. Let me look your account, and I'll let you know about it, okay? And
Yep, under Dean Michael Myers.
Your email?
My email? You're not going to like it.
Yes, sir.
It's called scammersuckmydick@gmail.com. Look that up, bitch.
Go ahead, please, sir. Something I...
Thank you for calling customer support. You are talking to Mac. How may I assist you today?
Hey, we got disconnected. I was hoping you guys would help me with my mail problem. I have not received my mail in over a week, goddammit. I have bills. I have things. There's coupons in there. I don't know what's going on, but can you fix this or look into it or something? She's not delivering my mail, and I know why. It's because I went out with her one time, and we had a little bit of a romantic interlude, and now she won't deliver my mail. She's embarrassed or shy, or maybe I just wasn't that good. I don't know. But the mail lady is giving me the cold shoulder, and I don't know where my mail is going. I don't know what this woman is doing with my mail. But I know it's piling up somewhere. Help me, please.
Your email account is?
Yeah, my email account, that's easy. That's scammersuckmydick@AOL.
Thank you for calling support. How can I help you?
I'm waiting to get an answer back if you guys can help me move the Atlantic Ocean into my apartment. Is that possible, yes or no?
Stop calling me. Don't let
Thank you for calling Prime Sport. My name is Daisy. How may I help you?
Daisy. Oh, I've missed you so much. I remember you. Go ahead, please. You used to talk dirty to me, right? I sent you pictures of my pickled warrior. You and I were close. Where have you been? Go ahead, Daisy.
Thank you for call Prime Support. How can I help you?
Hey, listen, I've been trying to get a hold of you. I texted you a picture of my Indiana bones. I don't know if it went to you or not. Can you please confirm that you got that picture? Hang up the fucking phone.
Thank you for calling Prime Support. How can I help you?
Hey, listen to me. I'm really curious. Like, does the brothel let you miss that much work that you can scam people? Doesn't the brothel miss you? Do you miss the brothel?
Thank you for call Prime Support. How can I help you?
I mean, the question is valid. Will you continue to scam people, or will you go back to work in the brothel? Everybody in the world wants to know. You're live on the radio right now, WSCAM Radio.
Thank you for calling Prime Sport. My name is Daisy. How may I help you?
Daisy, what's going on, you little hooker? It's been a couple of minutes since we talked. You missing me? Say, oh, take, flood me more, take, please keep calling.
Thank you for calling Prime Sport. My name is Daisy. How may I help you?
Daisy, why do you sound so depressed? Are you okay? I didn't ask you that the other 4 times I called. I feel bad. You sound so sad.
Thank you for calling Prime Food. My name is Daisy. How may I help you?
Daisy, you missing me? It's Take again. I missed you. Do you miss me? Do you hate me? Do you love me?
Calling Prime Food. How can I help you?
Hey, do you want to be in a porno movie? We're shooting a porno movie in Delhi. Right in your area. Do you want to make a little honest money? Or you don't want to be honest? You'd rather hurt people. Filthy woman? Don't you say goodbye? Hello?
Yeah, hi. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Actually, so this call is about automobile insurance that you have it, right?
Listen, I have insurance, but it cost me a fortune. I have these cops, they have my number. They're watching me, sir. They're perverted cops. They make me get out of the car, and they make me walk a straight line, and I know they're staring at me. Go ahead, please. Can you lower my insurance? You can lower my insurance?
No, we can't.
Why?
No.
One of the DWIs didn't stick yet. It's still pending. I still need to go to court.
You're not safe driver.
Go ahead, please. I'm not a safe driver. I never hurt anybody. I drive better drunk, but the cops don't agree.
Come on.
Yeah, you know what happened? The cop pulled me. The cop, when I went through the DWI, he said, "You've been drinking," and I said, "You buying?" And the next thing you know, it was a big fight. So I tried to act like Rain Man. He got me out of the car. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm an excellent driver. And the Rain Man thing didn't work. And next thing you know, I'm getting strip searched, and I'm in like a holding cell in upstate New York. They didn't have the right to strip search me, sir. Perverted cops. Yeah, you won't be calling me back, bitch.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, good day, sir. My name is Mike. How are you doing?
Good, Mike. How you doing?
Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
No
Anyway,
problem.
sir, the
Go ahead,
reason
please.
for my call today, the reason for my call today because the rates of auto insurance has been dropped. I believe you're paying for car insurance, right?
Oh, you believe correct. Yeah, you believe very correct. But listen, I have a bunch of DWIs. Don't you say goodbye?
Thanks for calling back. How are you?
Good. Thank you for being there. Go ahead, please.
Actually the reason of my call is that auto insurance, and I believe you already have, right?
I do, but listen, your mother told me she could save me a bunch of money by switching to Geico, so I switched to Geico. You can beat Geico?
La 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 la.
Thank you for calling. My name is Frederick. How can I help you?
Yeah, where am I calling? You didn't say where am I calling?
Your call line is a technical team. Please tell me how can I help you?
Technical team of what? There's a million different technical teams out there. Is it the technical team of ShopRite or technical team of a 7-Eleven? What technical team are you?
So what are you looking for? Please tell me about that.
Oh, I want to speak to a criminal. I think I struck gold. Tell me about life as a criminal. Like, do you get like the best seats when you go to concerts? You get like walked in through the kitchen and you don't have to wait in line? What's it like being a criminal? I'll wait.
Why are you wasting your time and calling other people like that?
Oh, you hate that, right? You just want to sit there and do evil things and not expect anybody to care. Yeah, goddamn us poor people with no jobs and all this free time, right? We just sit around and drink our Thunderbird wine and pet our ducks and call criminals. We're just terrible people. Does that make sense? So listen, we've already established that you're a criminal. That's okay. I'm not here to judge. Do you think it's possible that you can... I'll call you back, bitch. It's what I do.
Thank you for calling. How may I help?
How many times in a row is this gone due? Give up already. Quit. Stop hurting people. I'll call you back. You'll love it.
Welcome to support. This is Leon. How may I help you?
Leon, it's Take again. What's going on? What have you done to deserve me? All day long, it's just me and you. You're getting your birthday Take. Go ahead, please. Leon? Fake Leon? Yeah, go ahead, please. Talk. I mean, we just can't have dead silence for the whole time, right? Friendships got to go two ways. I talk, you talk. How's your day going?
It was good before this call.
Oh, really? I guess I'm doing a good job then. Your day was perfectly good until I called, right? You're having a great day, a great life, and then you got me on the phone, and I'm fucking everything up, right?
Thank you for calling McAfee. This is Jack. How may I help you?
No, Jack. Mr. Off, somebody needs to tell you you don't work for McAfee. Mr. Off, I beg you, stop hurting people. Go ahead, Mr. Off.
What happened, sir?
Yeah, exactly. What happened to you? What happened to you? Did you wake up one day and just think you work at McAfee? Like, did somebody hit you on your head? Why are you so stupid? What happened? That's your favorite question. Ask yourself what happened. Look at the mirror and say, what happened?
What happened?
Go ahead,
well,
please.
I'm looking at the mirror right now, and mirror says...
Flight reservations. How can I help you?
Oh, are you in India? I want to get India pants. Talk dirty to me, Rundy.
Stop calling me. Don't just
Good morning, each and everyone. Wake up. It's the Morning Scam Show with CJ Scams and TAGOW. Today we have Gordon Shumway stopping by. You need to go check out his channels. He has a Twitch channel. He has a YouTube channel. Links will be posted throughout the stream. You have to go check out his scambaiting. It's unique. It's anything but cliche. Go show him some love. Cannot wait to talk with Gordon Shumway. We'll be back. Here we go.
There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
That's my coffee in the morning, is listening to you guys.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Take. Hello, Take. Are you there?
Yep, I'm just trying to catch up on the video. What's going on? Good morning, each and everyone.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Sorry I'm running behind today. I was up late talking to a scammer, or being threatened by a scammer, I should say. But here we are. How are you today, Take?
Doing well. Yep. That's the end of that conversation.
Well, first of all, just want to thank Thrill Seeks. He's our very first member. So thanks so much to
Oh,
Thrill
thanks
Seeks.
so much, David.
Yeah.
And I just saw Peter join too.
Yeah, and Raz as well. So thank y'all so much for joining.
Thank you,
today.
Raz.
Okay, I don't know what to do with the volume.
And
Like yesterday, I was too loud.
And I wasn't watching chat, so I think people were commenting on the new images, but you know, that's all Lisa and Raz helping me out.
Yeah. I can't turn it up anymore. Let me just move closer to the mic. I literally can't turn the volume up anymore. Can you not hear me at all?
Lisa said my volume's good. I think you're a little light, they're saying. And
Okay. I literally can't turn it up anymore.
it says you're good now.
Okay. So, tell us about your day yesterday.
I don't even remember yesterday. I don't know what happened yesterday. I had the best rage ever, and I was very polite. I was just practicing my Hindi, and the guy called, and I just started going into how are you, and you know, the basic Hindi that I've learned, and he flipped out like I never saw anybody flip out. Like worse, like me times 100. He was raging at me like I don't know what set him off. He just didn't like my Hindi or the fact that I knew it, but I mean, my poor mother and sister and daughter, oh my, he went nuts. And that was the highlight of my day. And I didn't even record it. I was just messing around a little bit in between naps and, you know, trying to walk and do whatever I do. And I just said, I'm going to call them. But this guy was funny. I wish I would have recorded that. And, you know, even the cherry on top was, I called him right back from a different number. As soon as I picked up, I said, Namaskar, and then he went into it. F your mother, F. It was so funny.
Dang, I wish I could hear that. Also, thanks to Raz for becoming a member, by the way. Thank you, Raz. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, Raz. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So that sounds hilarious. I'm really sad that we won't ever get to hear it.
Yeah, that's all right. Without being monetized anyway, over 1,000, I think it's my last 2 videos didn't have hardly any views, so I don't think anybody sees it anyway. But it would have been funny to put into a mix on this show. But yeah, just the way it goes.
Y'all, I can't turn my mic up anymore, so I don't know why you can't hear me, but I literally can't turn it up anymore, and I can't get any closer to it. So, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. There's nothing I can do. I'll try to stop mumbling. Maybe I'm mumbling because I'm tired, but there's literally nothing I can do to be louder.
Maybe you can shout. Shout.
So yeah, so
and I don't know if you saw the video. I didn't know you were playing it actually, because we were running late today. But towards the end, there was that one stupid pickup line. Well, not really a pickup line, but we called the reservation, and I said, "Are you from India?" Because I want to get India pants. That was super loud, and I don't know why that happened. But I had called into the server, and Pecan has the dialer, so he recorded that call, and I put it into the mix yesterday, and that came out so loud. I almost put a warning out for people. But
yeah,
I don't know if you guys got to get together about volumes. I almost called them and said, "How do I turn that part down?"
Yeah, that's funny. Man, I really wish I heard that part. That was awesome, but I wish I could have heard the raging yesterday. I love a good rager. I had my friend Greg join me yesterday on my stream, which was a lot of fun. And he like pretended like he was another scammer, but my friend Greg was so high. He was just too high and laid back to like have a good Hindi fight. Like it was just like kept saying you know, "Hey, welcome to Amazon. How can I help you?" So we didn't get a good Hindi fight yesterday, but the other guys still got mad. So that was cool. But yeah, I had a good time on my stream yesterday. I got and last night I was talking to them more, but something weird happened yesterday that's never happened to me. Kind of freaked me out. The scammer actually called the real police and told them that I was being scammed by another scammer. So,
Oh, I meant to ask you about that crazy message.
yeah, so I got a message last night when I was on Take was on the phone with me, and I listened to it. And it said, this is such and such from the police department. Give me a call back. So, I called them back, and it was a real police department. And then later on, the scammer called and said, I called the police department. And I said, well, what name did you tell him and what circumstances? And he repeated it back to me, so I know it was him. Thank you, exposing the script. Appreciate that. Make sure you also go check out Take a Glass, too. And so...
Oh, I've been friends with him for a while.
They actually called the police to tell them I was being scammed by my friend who was high and a fake Amazon scammer. So I was kind of pissed off. But hey, I guess if they do that with other people, that would be good. But it was still really irritating to have to talk to the police and lie to the police about my name and stuff.
So the scammer looked up like where you were, and he called your local police department?
No, he called like Madison's police department. Like that.
Right, well, that's local. Like, right,
well,
where he thinks Madison was.
Yeah, where Madison is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow, he's really looking out for you.
No, I don't know. They were calling me back to back and I wouldn't answer. So, I guess they didn't know what else to do. So, but still, it was ridiculous and annoying. So, to say the least. Well, it's getting late, so let's bring on Chester. Chester, come on. Hello,
Chester's here today. That's right.
Yeah.
I look forward to this every morning now.
Chester, hey.
Good morning, all.
Good
I
morning.
have no idea what's going on in the world, Chester, so I really rely on your expertise and your knowledge and your travels and your searching. It's really just you and Johnny Depp and Amber Heard right now. That's my whole outlook of the world.
Well, what more could you want?
Right.
Yeah, well said. Yep. So yeah, you go ahead with your first story. I'm going to take a bite of this big banana. Oh, that's what she said. But I really just found the biggest banana ever. So yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. I'm not at home at the moment. I'm away working outside. So I've got a new. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but hopefully it will. This is my new intro.
Okay.
Can you hear this?
No, we can't hear it.
Nope.
Oh,
my cat probably can, but I can't.
Okay, well, sorry. It was the state trumpeters of the. I'm currently in the back garden of Windsor Castle for the Royal Windsor Horse Show and Platinum Jubilee celebrations. It's one of the first Jubilee celebrations which Her Majesty the Queen will be attending, so I'm very honoured to be involved in that. So
Cool.
I'm operating on Wi-Fi. I'm in the middle of, as I say, her back garden. I'm looking up at the castle, and she's in because the Royal Standard's flying. I can see that. So I'll send my respects to her from yourself and Take, if that's okay, later on.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Ask her to be on the morning scam show.
I'll put it in, but I think she said as soon as Beyonce has gone through, she'll be picking the phone up.
So the picture that I saw of the castle there, I mean, if you could just steal me one painting, I could probably buy an island. So I don't know how you want to work that out.
It's called Bermuda.
Yeah, when they're not looking, you just grab me a nice picture, please.
Yeah, no problems at all. Anyway, back to the news. Obviously, because that's what you pay me the big bucks for. This is Chester Draws, special roving reporter for WSCAM Radio, the morning scam show. And I'm starting off with a story today. It's a bit of I don't know what you call them, a B-lister or a C-lister. From 90 Day Fiance. I don't know if you've heard of that show.
I love that show.
Stephanie Mateo. She had a bit of an entrepreneurial moment, but she had to be rushed into hospital. Basically, she sold her jarred flatulence for $1,000 a piece and made over $200,000 in a 2-month venture. She subsisted on a diet of yogurt, eggs, and beans, but she was hospitalised when she thought she was having a heart attack. So she rushed into A&E or casualty or whatever you guys call it over there, emergency room, and to find that she was just basically too bloated. So she was selling her farts in a little jar, $1,000 ago, and she sold or made 200,000. So yeah, go girl.
And people would buy this?
Yeah, $200,000.
Jesus.
Sorry, it's not worth the money to me. I couldn't bring myself to do that. Sorry. It's just not even worth it.
I usually I don't like any kind of humor like that. I usually stay away from it. I just don't want to hear about it, but of course I'll make sacrifices for our morning stream here. It is fascinating that people would buy it. I mean, how, like, let's not even worry about her for a minute. Let's talk about the sick individuals that would buy a jar.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't bring myself
Can we
to
find
do that.
those people? I want to talk to those people.
Yeah, that would be good.
Like, what happened to you in your life that you would say, oh, I'm going to spend some extra money and buy this lady's whatever in a jar? Disgusting.
Right, Lisa? Lisa said that's a great segue for Gordo.
No, it's I'm done with my banana, so it's fine. We can talk about gross things for a minute. I'm not eating.
Oh, it's breakfast over there. Sorry. Apologies to all those who just back from breakfast. It's lunchtime over here.
Tea time.
Oh, no, lunch. So, just gone 1:15 in the afternoon here. And the next story is, I'm just reminded, I'm directly under the flight path of Heathrow Airport. And I don't know if you heard a few days back, there was a Virgin Atlantic flight just taken off and it was heading for the States when the co-pilot just had to mention to the pilot, oh, by the way, I'm not qualified yet.
Oh, yikes, that's scary.
As a result, the pilot turned the aircraft around, landed again, and there was a 3-hour delay. Apparently, a source said you could have cut the tension in the cockpit with a knife. Although he was qualified, but he hadn't had his final check test. So technically, according to their protocols, he wasn't authorised to fly. So it's worth checking to see if there are learner plates on the front of your aircraft when you board.
I always question that. I always check for those plates when I fly.
Yeah.
I never know what to look for, but maybe I'll become an expert now that you brought this story to our attention.
Yeah, well, the other thing is, I'm not sure whether it was a smoking flight or not.
My guess is if it was recent, it wasn't. But we can always hope.
Yeah, they got all the way to Ireland before they had to turn back. But there you go. So just one to beware.
Wow, that's good. At least they turned back. That's what matters.
Glad I wasn't on that flight.
Right? Could you imagine being on an India flight and then you get halfway and then they have to turn back?
Imagine being on a flight halfway and you're sitting next to Mike Tyson and you suddenly throw a bottle at him and he just starts going nuts.
Well, yeah, I'd hope I'd have more sense than that to just throw a bottle at him.
Well, that guy didn't. I mean, he became famous for a minute. Let's throw a bottle at an angry man.
An angry big man.
Now, the next story is, now, I thought that this was just normal practice of an evening around the world.
The gynecologist story?
No. This is it's now become a sport. It's carrying your wife over your shoulder. It's officially a sport now. So there's a long list of rules. The first is that it has to be a wife. Now, the wife doesn't have to be yours. It could be a neighbour, a woman you meet in the street. As long as they have a ring showing that they're married. They must be over 7 of age, and they must be over 49 kilos. And if she isn't, she'd be weighed down with an appropriate amount of weight in a backpack until she meets the criteria.
How much is 49 kilos? How much is that?
I mean, that's not a lot because I know 70-something is 140-something pounds. So that has to be very light.
Yeah. Well, I guess, the husband's got to carry her, so... But yeah, those are the rules. And I think the most favourite of all of the rules is that all participants must enjoy themselves, or at least fake it. Well, I'm guessing that's the key to any successful marriage.
Well,
that's a good point. But my question would be, can anyone play that? I mean, what are you going to do when... you have a dwarf, somebody who's 3'5", and I don't know what that equates to in stone or however you measure, but you're 3 foot 5 inches, and your spouse is 6'9". I mean, how do you do that? So how do you play? That's not really fair, right?
Well, it doesn't matter as long as the wife, inverted commas, is under 49 kilos. There's no height restriction. And I'm
so
just
they have to
looking
be
up to see
under or over 49 kilos?
Over 49. Must be
okay.
over 49.
Well,
so in order to be living, I would think.
So if that person was a munchkin, they would be real overweight if they were over 49.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the dwarf would be what I'm saying.
I can't believe that sentence just came out of my mouth. Like, what a ridiculous conversation.
Well, we solve all the world's problems right here on the Morning Scam Show. So, but I mean, that's a good point. Like, there's people from The Wizard of Oz and from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. These midgets get very famous and they date supermodels. The supermodel is she probably weighs 100 pounds, but she's 6'1". And the actor, the dwarf, is 3 feet. How is that even possible?
And they got married?
It's a family show. Remember that, folks?
Did they get married, those two people take?
My family's dysfunctional, so it's all fair game here.
I can't believe I have a doctorate degree and I'm sitting around having this kind of discussion.
I mean, we're talking about them carrying each other. It's not like we're airing their sex tapes. But Chester, if you get your hands on that, let me know. I'll watch that twice.
Yeah, I mean, it's officially a sport. There's the course that you have to sort of part out. It doesn't say what the distance is, but you have to carry her over 2 dry obstacles and 1 wet obstacle. That's 1 meter deep, so that's 3 foot deep. So what do they get if you win? A trophy, a voucher, maybe a holiday? No. The winning couple or the husband gets their wife's weight in beer.
Gets a what?
Their wife's weight in beer.
Wife's waiting beer.
What
What
is
does
that?
that mean?
Yeah. So if she weighs 49 kilos, you get 49 kilos of beer.
Oh,
A
gotcha.
beer. Oh, okay.
So you
So
want
that
you
changes
want a
everything.
hefty
That's
girl.
totally worth
Yeah, you want a hefty girl that weighs a lot, so you get more beer.
Wonderful story.
Yeah.
There's an alligator. I don't know if you heard of this. Visited a fast food drive through in North Carolina. Customers at the fast food restaurant in North Carolina spotted something unusual on the sidewalk on the drive-through section, and it was an alligator. And the person behind obviously videoed it, as you would, and it was heard to the alligator was heard to make an order and said, "Could you hurry up and make it snappy?"
But I'm ching.
I mean, that makes sense to me, actually. It might be just the way I see things, but that story makes 100% sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was. Where was this? I'll tell you what. You've got some fantastic city names. This was at the drive-through at the Bojangles Eatery.
Eatery.
Oh no, Bojangles is the name of the fast food. This is in Southport, North Carolina.
Oh, I've been there. It's beautiful there. They actually filmed several movies there, like Safe Haven with Julianne Hough. It's a really beautiful like island. You drive your car onto a ferry to get there.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call Bojangles an eatery. That's just me. That makes it sound too fancy.
Well, that's a classier way of saying fast food, I guess. I kind of like it. I'm going to say that from now on.
A McDonald's eatery.
Yeah.
I just read the news, so I don't make it up. Well, I do, but I mean, not usually anyway.
Well, no, I thought it was all true though. You're an objective reporter, right?
Yeah.
That's why CJ pays you the big bucks.
Yeah.
We count on you.
Yeah. And my final story is it goes back to you guys are obviously having a bit of a mega drought, especially in the Los Angeles sort of area and Las Vegas. But I don't know if you've heard of the one. Boaters on Lake Mead in Las Vegas discovered a corroded barrel. You heard of that one?
No. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Unless it was in the Johnny Depp trial, I don't hear of anything.
Well, they found with the water levels reducing, they found a barrel which had human remains. And
we got to put it somewhere.
Yeah, and as the water's been dropping, a few more bodies have been turning up. Now, police are sort of saying that they suspect it has something to do with mob-related villainy, with a mafiosa commonly believed to dispose of the bodies of their enemies in deep water. Swimming with the fishes, I think, is the phrase. But
where was this happening?
It's Lake Mead in Las Vegas.
in Las
Yes,
Vegas.
that makes sense. Remember the movie Casino, when they used to just go to the desert and dig up bodies, or I mean holes to put the bodies in? That was a true story. So I bet you, as the drought gets droutier, they're going to discover more of these bodies.
That's what they're saying. So, not funny to end on, but
what a way to go!
That's terrible. I wonder, like, if they were dead before they were put into the barrel.
I don't think we'll ever know.
I mean, if you watch the movies, they're not usually.
That's sad.
Yep. Well, anyway, that's my trawl of the news wires.
All right. Well, that was awesome. Thanks so much for joining us.
No problem. I
know
promise.
my day's better. I feel smarter.
I will try and find some funnier ones for Thursday.
Whatever you get is always good. It's always good.
Well, they take my sort of pique my interest. Anyway, this is Chester Draws, special roving reporter for WSCAM Radio, the Morning Scam Show, handing you back to the studio.
All right, awesome.
All right, Mr. Draws. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Can't wait to see what you bring back from your visit to the Queen.
Yeah. If anyone is interested, it's the event, the Platinum Jubilee celebrations here at Windsor is being broadcast on ITV on Sunday, I believe.
It's like $100 a ticket.
And the rest. Lots of royals turning up, apart from British royals. So we've got quite a few from overseas. Mainly, well, quite a few Middle Eastern, because they do love their horses, and they've got various entries in the horse show and the endurance show.
Well, if you can't steal me a picture, steal me a horse.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
I think I'll be able to smuggle that one through.
My cats need a new friend.
Anyway, I'll leave you in peace. Have a great day. I've got to get back to work.
Bro.
Well,
thanks, man.
I've got to look like I'm doing something like I'm working. So bye.
Bye.
Later, bro.
All right. Let's play a little clip of Gordon, and we'll see if we can get him on the line.
Cannot wait. Been binge watching his videos.
Hold on, let me move this over here. Okay.
If you want a quick video about what my channel is, this is it. One call, 1 minute.
Is gonna be applied, sir, because we have a merchant account and you have a personal account, sir.
Yes, I got the money. I got $1,754 bills and then a roll of quarters. Yeah, I'm pulling in gas. Ride up now.
So you are in the parking?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't see anywhere to park my horse at the CVS. Well, I could just buy 80. I could just buy 80 of these $25 cards, right?
Really? You've done really well. I thought right. Back, sir, from the store?
Yeah, it just fell off my horse.
Go somewhere, sir, where I can help you properly. I did not get a text message.
7-1.
Sir, are you riding the horse now?
No, I fell off. 041.
Sir, where are you?
Hello?
Yes, where are you, sir?
I'm in the jungle.
Start. 2, 1. Boost ignition and liftoff of it.
Okay, send me the photo, sir. Send me the photo. Can you send me the photo?
Yes.
It is not me, but I am looking for 4 $500 Target gift cards. Do you remember me? I probed during this last year. It was a deep anal probe. I probed you. You probed me. We're best friends like a Benjo can be, with a great big meat work and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Please, sir.
Okay.
Answer. Are you in the Walmart or where are you, sir?
I'm next to the Walmart that's in the jungle that's in space. Okay, well the moon cows took my card.
Sir, yeah, what?
The moon cows, they took my cards.
Who took your cards?
The moon cows?
All the cards?
Yes, all 4.
Oh my God, sir, what are you talking, sir? It will be a trouble.
Oh no. What should I do?
Sir, take it from. Take it from.
It's a moon cow. It's not like I just can go up to a moon cow. No, I just have the 1 card. The moon cow took the rest. Okay, so I lied. It was a little closer to 2 minutes, but that's just 1 call on my Twitch stream, so hope to see you there.
Picks and I was like, maybe he's a fellow Massachusetts or.
Good morning. We are live.
The what?
I said we are live, and with Gordon. So Gordon, thanks so much for joining us. I know you work and everything, so we really appreciate your time.
No, I'm glad to be here. Glad to come on. I was super excited.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I always start with the question, like, tell us a bit how you got into scam baiting and why you do it.
So, unfortunately, I think my story is somewhat generic. My youngest son, I have four boys.
Wow,
my youngest
goodness.
son.
No wonder you don't have time to edit videos.
So my
that could be a channel right there.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, honestly, no BS. The same son I'm talking about here is the one that actually taught me how to use Twitch, because I didn't even really know what Twitch was a year and a half ago. So I've learned most of this from my kids. But so he's going to be 14 now, but he was 12 at the time, and does a lot of travel, baseball travel sports, and we would spend a lot of time in the car. And I'm a big podcast guy and was just listening to different podcasts and such, and literally just stumbled on. I wish I could even give credit who the first scam baiter I listened to was, but I listened to 2 or 3 of them and I thought they were hilarious. So then I backdoored into Jim Browning just through like, oh, you think this is like the YouTube algorithms with the, oh, you watch this video, you should watch this video. And I watched Jim Browning and I was just like amazed at like how technical and everything he did was. He's the one that really got me hooked. And then I moved from him really to Scammer Revolts, who doesn't do a lot of live stuff, but with YouTube a year and a half ago.
That's my idol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy. So I followed a lot of his stuff. I mean, I went through every content he had. I literally like the old Netflix binge on Scammer Revolts. And I kept noticing in his videos, everybody kept calling him Kit Boga. And I had no idea who Kit was at that point. And just from hearing Kit Boga times on Scammer Revolt stuff, I went to Kit. And through Kit,
Kit.
Yeah, then I mean, once you got there, and it's funny, just from the algorithm, somehow I got Renault's stream, Renault Poison, and she was the first one that really like captured how much of a storytelling it was involved. And not to say like, everybody's got their own styles. And I still love Scammer Revolt stuff, but the way that Renault was just telling a story and could keep these guys on forever immediately captivated me. So she was the first person to switch from YouTube to Twitch for. My first subscription on Twitch was Renault. And
awesome.
I mean, she was like in her first maybe 20 or 30 streams on Twitch. And just to watch her kind of like grow from like, when I was listening in, there was probably 20, 30, 40 people on the stream. And now to watch her with over 500, 600, 700, and really just watch her grow and like give me the feeling like, man, I might be able to do this. You know what I mean? And just the way she did it and how engaged she was with the audience and would take what the audience was doing and put it into the scam bait and stuff like that really just brought it to the next level for me. So once I think at one point she asked for somebody from the community to come in and sub and do a few voices, and I did a couple times for her. And then after that, I just kind of had the confidence to ask my kids how this Twitch thing works, and away I went.
Oh, awesome! Well, that's awesome.
So But did nothing happen to you then in your life that's or someone you know that kind of drove you towards this community, right? You kind of just got into it for other reasons.
Yeah, no. So I mean, fortunately or unfortunately, nobody in my family or nobody. I mean, immediately, once I started getting into it and talking about it with members of the family, like I found some like a second uncle's cousin type stories, but like it wasn't like my parents or anything were scammed or anything. My parents are in their 70s, so they're in the prime group to be in there. But my grandparents passed away when I was really young, so I didn't have like that elderly influence in my life or anything that drove me to it. I just I immediately took to like I said, the storytelling side of this. It's some level of like vigilantism where it's like we're doing good for people or are able to do that ability and be entertaining at a time. And I like IT and I like to tell jokes and stuff, and it just kind of fit with a bunch of things that I like to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you were saying, like watching Renoa and some of the other people that may not be just like Scammer Revolts, who's kind of like you don't see his face, and I love his rage stuff. Obviously, you can tell that's my biggest influence is the end of his videos. But like when you watch a Renoa or a Scammer Jammer or some of the other guests that we had on, watching your videos, there's a lot of acting that goes into it. It's you have stories of I have a date to get to. Can we hurry up? And then the scammer's just taking up your time, and you're like, I got a date I got to get to, or you have Satan calling them, and you're kind of showing their stupidity, but you're also doing it in a very entertaining. It's like being an actor, if you will. I mean, those are my favorite types of things to watch. I mean, when you see Renoa and it's a common theme of mayonnaise, or Scammer Jammer, and they have the cops on the side of the road, and these long stories are just—it's better than Netflix. I love watching the Scambaiters that do this stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was big for me. Like, and again, I've got to throw out a million more times Renoa and Scammer Revolts, and I really loved what they did, but I wanted to be like conscious to like use them as like influences without trying to copy anything that they're doing. And
Yeah,
right,
just
right.
I had a different way of doing it, and I early in my first couple streams, I was really like telling my very small audience at that point that for me, I really try to set things up on like my general premise where I try to be different is okay. I try to be somewhat compliant right until I get the gift card, like to that part of the scam where either I get the gift cards or I have their money, or like really like where the things are about that scammer feels like they're about to cash that check. And then I want to see what level of ridiculousness I can take them to once they're at that point. They're so close to see where they'll go. And that's really where I tried to be a little bit different than everybody else. I mean, I'm amazed at Kit's ability to kind of like start the silliness right away and have them play along. I don't have that same luck, so I try to be compliant and try to like go along with the scam somewhat to kind of set the hook, and then I just try to rip it out as hard as I can and literally go to a level of ridiculousness that just proves the stupidity of what they're trying to do.
I mean, as soon as you mention the word gift card or money, they'll put up with just about anything. Getting shot, anything you can think of. These idiots. It's like fair game for somebody with a creative mind like yourself. So, just keep doing more of those, please. And like you have about. You were creeping on 1,000 on Twitch, and I think you just picked up 6 or 8 subs already from just being on our little stream here. Do you plan on doing more YouTube, or you just kind of want to do Twitch mainly because it's easier, because you can stream live? Because you put a lot of work into editing. I mean, you have some crazy effects.
Yeah, no. So I like I said, I really in my head as I sit here tell you guys like. I would love to do both, and I still plan on doing both. I keep like saying like, oh, this Sunday I'm gonna edit just one YouTube video. I can do one YouTube video, but like I really have a hard time like kind of getting it down to what I condensed and what I do for it. And I have a story I want to tell, and for me to edit down to a 20-30 minute video and not put in the full story, it doesn't really get across what I'm trying to do. And honestly, the biggest thing for me and what I didn't realize getting into this was how much I love interacting with the community And when you're editing a video and you know, I mean, granted, when the premiere's on, you can kind of talk and you get the comments or whatever. But I really feed off that community I have, and when I'm on Twitch, and it really kind of keeps me going and keeps me in it. And I love their suggestions and stuff. And I for me, you know, I do this for fun and for the you know, little positives we can, as a community, we can provide. And I don't get that same like high off of YouTube, so that's why I focus so much primarily on Twitch.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and I've seen some of the comments on some of your videos as I was binge watching your channel for the last couple weeks, and there was people saying, "Can you please just go, you know, stay on YouTube?" And you know, you respectively replied, of course, that you're going to be putting more stuff up, but you already have such a big following on Twitch. You know, and there kind of seems to be a divide at the moment. I think as the days pass, more people from YouTube will find Twitch. But I think right now there are a lot of people out there that are exclusively YouTube. And it's just one of those things you have to deal with, I guess. But you're growing on both platforms, so I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I actually saw someone say that, like, what's the best way to grow your Twitch? Have a YouTube. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I saw someone say that.
I agree totally. I try to use my YouTube just to feed into Twitch, and you know, like I said, I have to like throw so much credit and love to my community, because it's like, I honestly, you know, and Renault told me this when I first started off, and again, I want to throw out some other, like Renault and Modder Paul / Ray and Artifice and just other people that have come through, have given me so much help and advice and great stuff along the way. But I guess I'm lucky in the sense, for me, that like I have a really good, like, you know, day gig that in my real life and stuff like that I could just come in and do this and just try to be funny and just try to have fun. And I try my best. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I think anybody who's doing any kind of content creation looks at the numbers a little bit, but I don't really focus on that. I try my best not to. I mean, to me, if I'm sitting down here laughing with 10 people on my stream or 100 people on my stream, I'm sitting down here laughing, having a good time, and I don't really care enough to you know, sit there, oh my god, well, how can I get the, you know, this, or how can I get that? Like, honestly, this sounds, I was just having this conversation with a different streamer the other day, but one of the main reasons I want to get to partners so I can get more emotes. Like, it's not even financial or goal.
Is that the advantage?
I just think they're funny. Like, I just want more of them because they're funny. That's honestly it. Like, it sounds so silly, but it's like, you know, I have so many ideas for emotes, but I'm capped at the ones I'm at because you know, I'm not a partner yet. And it's like, you know, honestly, you know, from a financial side, for me, I dump everything I profit back in the stream, either doing emotes and stuff, kind of getting artists to do it, or, you know, upgrading equipment, kind of just, you know, upgrading the rig. I use 2 different machines and have a couple different things I do on this side. But like, for me, I think because I'm not focused on becoming like the next Kit and making a living doing this, it enables me just to do the stuff that I like and take the path of the most fun. You know,
yeah, for
having
sure.
fun kind of makes it much more organic and stuff.
So, what other advantages are there to having partner? Like, I've been wondering that. Right now, I'm only averaging 71 viewers, so I'm not quite there yet, but I was wondering how hard I should be trying to get it.
I mean, for again, and as I am not a partner, I'm almost the exact same number you're at there. You know, I'm usually in the low 70s. But I know from Ray and from Renella and I know Art, excuse me, just got the minimum qualifications and put in for it. But I think, you know, there's you take a different cut of all the bits and the subs and all that stuff. All that stuff goes up pretty significantly. So there's definitely some better financial stuff. I mean, they do put some limitations on you. You're not allowed to create your content, has to go to Twitch first. You know, they're kind of limited on what you can then put on other platforms. There's some time commitment involved and some other stuff. But from a financial standpoint, it's definitely more lucrative if you're trying to do this for a full-time gig. I think that would be like your, you know, a very realistic goal to start off with.
Okay. Well, I'm affiliate. I was just happy, to be honest. I'm like you, like, I don't really care that much. I was just happy to be an affiliate and have more than 3 viewers. So I'm not really, you know, if I have more than a few viewers, I'm happy, because I know it's a competitive market, and I also don't advertise myself as the most entertaining one. I don't try to necessarily be entertaining. I'm just trying to like gather scammer information or bond with the scammers to get information. Like that's kind of my style. So I'm not the most entertaining. So if I have more than one person there, I'm happy.
Honestly, I wish, I know that there's some members of this community that maybe aren't as friendly to each other as others, and it makes me sad because everybody.
Oh,
that
you
I've
heard something?
But everybody I've reached out, talked to, helped me. Like I've had a great experience with this community. I mean, and when I say community, I'm separating my actual Twitch community from the the other content creators and everybody. But everybody's been great to me. Jigsaw. I share numbers with a bunch of people. To me, in my ideal like perfect utopian scam baiting society, I would love to like where there was like a scam baiting like channel on Twitch where
that'd be
we
awesome.
could all give you time and just keep these scammers on the phone 24/7 and have different people interacting and keeping the same scammers going and stuff like that. Like I'd be all about that. I'd love the other members of this community, and I think there's some people, even ones I watch, that I'm not necessarily a fan of their style. But I'm still super respectful of the fact that they're doing what they do and keeping these people from the elderly and stuff. And there's room for everybody. Like,
Exactly.
I love, as Glass was saying, like, I love the I don't know what the right term, like revenge porn type thing that like a scammer revolts come and matches the computer and does all
that's
the
good
names.
stuff. I know what you mean there.
That's like, I love that side of it, and I love like and again, there's Renault, the storytelling, there's Kit, like, and everybody does things different, and to me, like, you don't have to like it all, but it all does. At the end of the day, we're all kind of doing the same thing, and I love when the community works together.
I completely agree. Like we've been saying that it doesn't matter if they're not your favorite person. Like you can still go subscribe and support them because they're still doing good,
Yeah, listen, this is one of the most corny things that I can come up with, and I try not to be corny and cliche, but literally, I literally go into every stream of a basic goal. If I keep this person from one phone call where they get it, when they get somebody on, maybe it's even more. It's not that they're about to take somebody's money, but maybe even if I just save them a trip down to the freaking Target before the manager tells them how crazy this is or something like that. Like I view that as legitimately doing good in this world. And to me, like there's nothing, in my personal life, I try to, it's like, there's no such thing as a small act of kindness. Like anything small, if everybody just did something small and nice for everybody every day, we'd live on a better planet. So I really try to just go that as like a basic goal of like, if I can just get one person not to waste their time with these guys, let me waste my time and have fun doing it. It's a winning stream. It doesn't matter if it's 5 people listening or 500.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, well, I mean, wasting their time is that's the key to it, and some people can do 3 hours and waste one person's time, or other people can, waste 100 scammers' time in a day and get into their mind where they're so pissed off that you just keep calling them and they can't even, when they do get a legit potential victim, they're either picking up the phone cursing or hanging up. Like, I mean, if you've ever, just called one of these numbers that have been posted on some of the scammer boards, and you get to it late, they're already triggered. I call from a fresh number and they're hanging right up on me. So, I mean, the scambaiters are making a huge difference, and I don't know how people out there can say that it doesn't help. It definitely helps, and I've had numerous conversations with scammers recently, and I don't always post them because that's really not my thing. Sometimes I do, but they're serious conversations, and they're like, it's tough to do this right now because all of the YouTubers and the scambaiters are they keep pranking us. I mean, that's evidence that it works. It's right from a scammer's mouth. Not that you can always believe everything they say, but why would they lie giving us credit? I mean, I'm going to believe them. We make a huge difference doing this. Anybody who calls and wastes their time, you're saving somebody from getting scammed.
Yeah, no, 2 parts to that. I think that what you're saying is true, and you can tell. To me, the amount of, like, even if you're just more of like the flood guys who just call or do whatever, the amount of inspiration putting in place to try to weed out scam baiters or people wasting their time, they're also weeding out legitimate victims. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
Using my parents as an example, if they call a number and you have to dial, press 3 and then press 7 and then press 453 or something like that, my dad's hanging up. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't have patience.
Yeah, the fact that they're doing more to try to weed out scam baiters, they're weeding out the legitimate victims as well. So that's always a plus. And then secondly, to Glass, with what you're saying, for me, like, I love when I can get them to shut down a number. Like, everybody has their own charge here. I got to be honest with you guys. I know, like, I've heard some other scam baiters really crow about getting bank accounts, and I get bank accounts and I forward them on or whatever. But every single, I've got I've been doing this a year. I've probably gotten 50, 60, 70 bank accounts in Thailand. And I'm pretty sure that nothing happened to any of them.
Right. I agree.
Because it's just not a thing, right?
Right.
But like, so to me, yeah, I got a bank account, but whatever. But to me, when I can get them to shut off their number, that somebody else, so they had a victim somewhere that had that phone number, and now when that victim goes to call it back and they can't contact them anymore, that's a win. Now maybe they keep all those people in a database and call them on a different number or whatever, but maybe that raises a suspicion level. Like, I'm pretty sure that Amazon doesn't change their phone number. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be like something going there where if they try to call back and they hear a text now voicemail, or the phone number has been deleted or shut off, maybe that causes a moment, pause or whatever. Like, and again, going back to my kind of like, organic mission here of, if I just saved that one person sending them, $2,000 worth of gift cards, then I did okay that day.
Yeah.
Yep.
So true. I totally agree. Like, I get bank accounts. I always try to go for the U.S. one because there's a slightly better chance that something will be done. But, it's still can be a wishing well.
Yeah, speaking of working together, if you guys get anything, like, I've gotten a few. I've called. I actually spent a decent amount of time one time with a bank that will remain nameless, named Bank of America, and I called them and I like explained to them what I was trying to do. And what it was, and I'm like, and it was an account that I knew had been used in the past, which really drove me nuts. And I'm like, look, can I send you an email showing you what's happening here? Like, can I explain this to you? Can I do anything to get you guys? I'm not asking you to close this person's account. It's not my bank account. All I'm asking you to do is please have somebody from your fraud team look at it.
Yeah.
And don't tell me what happened, but just care a little bit. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
I've actually, believe it or not, this doesn't play into my character because I'm like, I'm so goofy or whatever. But in my real life, I'm actually somewhat close with a state senator, and I reached out to him. I'm like, look, it's so frustrating that we have like, I understand what we do is not admissible in court. Like, I'm not trying to get anybody arrested or whatever, but you talk about like fraud prevention, just being able to like tip off somebody that something's not right on something and have the professionals look at it would be a huge step in the right direction. And it's so hard, to get any traction when you have like really good information on like, mules and, all this Airbnb and stuff. Like, a lot of the times when you ship packages somewhere or ship money, they're just using Airbnb, you know what I mean? And it's like, you had information on who booked that Airbnb and who's helping these people steal, tens of millions of dollars a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, your videos, I mean, there's a wide array of different types of scams. I mean, I think I saw a couple gift card scams. You like to mess with those people, and you have something nice in the descriptions where, because people, sometimes you feel like it's a legit thing. I mean, you pay $1.95 and you get a gift card for $100 or a voucher, but you're actually saying in the description, like, do not sign up for this because you will never cancel everything that these bastards sign you up for. And I'm a little bit more crass than you are, obviously. But the point is, you're spreading awareness, and you're telling people that even these little gift card, $100, just listen to me do my speech, and I'm going to send you $100, and you only need to pay $1.95, that they're bogus. I mean, you have those on your channel. You have tech support scams. Do you have a favorite type of scammer to bait, or are you just like all over the place like I am and some of the other people? Like, you'll just mess with anybody?
So it's funny you say that, because for me, like, it definitely is a little bit mood based, depending upon what kind of mood I'm in that day. Like, if I'm impatient, like, So let me answer this two ways. My favorite scam to really get a good bait on is still the old Social Security Administration. Just the
Oh, yeah.
ridiculousness of the call, and the fact that it's the same script and like
And
just
they're back. Yep,
going.
they're all over the place nowadays again.
Yes, but they're also usually the quickest to hang up if they suspect anything's
Yep.
not
Yep.
going. There's a level of challenge with that, and then the fact that I enjoy the content and the bait so much, that's personally usually my favorite to go down that path.
Mhm.
That being said, my style works well for refund scammers, so they're usually my go-to. But listen,
Yep.
as my life gets busier and I have other things to do, sometimes you just kind of take what you can get type thing. I know Artifice has done so much great stuff with the Publishers Clearinghouse crowd, and I actually enjoy myself. I enjoy watching other people bait them more than I enjoy baiting them, but I think they can be fun. Jiggy and even a couple of different guys like the tech support ones. To me, I don't do as well with them. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't know if it's more my style or what I try to get out of them. They tend to be drier and just kind of just focused on what's going on the computer, and it's hard to kind of tell a story. So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, I'll call any. Some of them are fun just to call, like the random penis pills one and stuff like that. Like I have what can I get out of these people type thing, and the
Those
gift cards.
don't work, a friend was telling me.
So anything like that, I guess I'll bait anyone. But like I said, for me personally, from a challenge level, I go Social Security Administration. For my style and telling my stories, it's refund.
Awesome.
Yep.
I don't blame you on
Yeah,
that. I love the SSA ones too, for that same reason, because they're
He
just
is right
fun.
though. I think I called 20 times in a row yesterday, and I think one person talked to me. And then, of course, that only lasted 10 seconds. They hang right up. That's definitely challenge.
One of the things I found with them, and it's silly because it actually, going back to what we're saying, like preventing people from getting scammed. If your area code does not match your state ID on your Social Security number that you're fake when you give them, they'll hang up. Think about how many people that like legitimately they're hanging up on there, because how many people live where they were born at or where they got their Social Security card number too. So I found that if you can, just make sure that if you're using like a California or Florida text now number,
Mhm.
you use the same type of state identifier in your Social Security number. It seems to raise your percentage a little bit. I don't know why they think that's a thing, but that was one of the ways I noticed that they'll hang up quick, because I kept getting to the point with them where I'd give them a fake Social Security number and they kept hanging up. I'm like, I can't figure it out. And then finally somebody else told me that that's how they have a website where they're able to link that, and they look to make sure that
Right.
they're the same.
And they're just so stupid half the time that they don't really think like, somebody could easily switch states, and keep the same phone number, or that's such an excellent point, and it does show they don't look at if it's not black or white and it's not on the script. There's times where it'll be like, oh, how's it going today? How's your day going? Click.
Right.
They really only know the script, a lot of these idiots.
Right.
So
Which is good, like from a victim point of view.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's we can call them so stupid, and how could they not know that people might have lived in California and have kept their phone, but now they're in New York and their license says New York, but people fall for it. And no matter how stupid we think these guys sound, there's always somebody out there that falls for that, and that's what makes my blood boil.
Well, I mean, and I go, and I agree for the most part. Again, getting, I literally have like a disclaimer on my stream that there are certain scam baiters that are way nicer to scammers than I am, and I do recognize a lot of the times that the ones that we deal with 80% of the time are probably the bottom 10% of the least educated in India, and they come from a poor family and a poor background, and they kind of end up here out of desperation. But that speaks a lot to the lack of education in terms of what they have, because they're still 6 blocks from where they were born and trying to work their way out of it, and they don't have like a bigger like world or global view on it. Now,
Mhm.
I'll be the first one to throw out that stealing money ain't the answer, and I don't really have any sympathy or anything from that because there's plenty of people in that same situation that have worked to better themselves, and this ain't
Well
it.
said. Well
Mhm.
You know,
said.
Mhm.
so I don't I understand how it happens, but I don't agree with it. And I just think it's an easy cop out to say that I'm poor and I need to steal money. So, you know,
Oh well, we didn't really. Yeah, I mean, we can discuss that at great length because I think you and
Yeah.
I are on the same page. And I mean, if you've ever heard me say you're not poor because you live in India, you're poor because you're a fucking loser. I mean, I have no mercy on these bastards, and I don't agree at all about the situation. I mean, I'm definitely different. I don't want to understand. I don't care. Stop what you're doing. You're hurting people. Just because you're poor does not give you the right to make other people poor. I don't care
Right.
where you are in the world. And they're making it seem like they're in the worst possible situation where we have friends in India, in Calcutta, in Delhi, and there's plenty of jobs. They just don't pay what these idiots can make, and they're harder than what these idiots, what the legit people do, and it's tolerated there. That's the only thing. So I'm not going to feel sorry for somebody because they decide that it's easier to sit in a call center and scam innocent people out of money than go work somewhere and make little money, and you're not going to have a Lamborghini until you actually save and work up and become a manager and then a regional director and then whatever. It's the same everywhere. They're not. It's not as third world as these guys will make you seem.
Yeah.
Make it seem.
Well, you can tell too. I mean, like, you know, specifically multiple times, like they say, like the one guy. Once I revealed, and we were at the, you know, screaming bed chode part of these baits or whatever, which is
Screaming Ben Jade part.
yeah, just yelling at each other back and forth, which again was probably my favorite part. Multiple times, they keep asking me what floor apartment do I have in real life, and I'm like, man, you know, I don't. That's not a thing here. Like, you know. And rather, I lived I live in a very rural part of this country. I have a couple of acres. I have, you know, like it's a sprawling area where I'm at. I don't think that there's a 5-story building within, you know, 45 minutes with me with any direction. But you know, they were saying, you know, the one guy was saying I'm on the 37th floor, and I'm like, man, does that make you like a better person than the poor guy that's on the 33rd floor? Like those 4 floors, like up your but it shows you how like narrow that view is of like they don't that somehow being higher up in a skyrise would make you a different level of success than somebody that owns 65 acres. But the fact that like owning 65 acres is so foreign of a concept to where they're at and what they do that they don't even like recognize that exists. It's actually fascinating when you like to talk to them and really like I've heard both you guys kind of like scram it down at different points. I love when they're real with you. I really do. Like I'm interested in what makes them tick or whatever, because you know everyone when they break goes, oh, this is my first time, or there's no other job. They always have the same story, but occasionally you'll get ones that will kind of like tell you a little bit more of the truth. And I'm always fascinated by it.
Yeah, it is really
They're few and
interesting.
far between, but when you get them, they're gold. I mean, it's I love talking to those people that will just talk to you and will not talk about effing your mother or your sister or your daughter, and of course just won't hang up. They'll actually tell you, and some of them really have heartbreaking stories, and it doesn't make it right, but it's nice to understand people and just talk to them, and maybe some of them do decide that, okay, this is definitely wrong. I just had an epiphany. I'm going to change. I mean, people change. It's just not me, unfortunately.
I don't know if you guys have heard me on my stream at any point, but my day job, I work in IT, and
that's
I
awesome.
work with. Yeah, it helps, right? So I work with an offshore teams in both the Philippines and in India. And I mean, in my day job, several of my friends. I mean, I talk to people on the regular from India in my day job as well, and you know, it's funny for me to have that separation, and it really helps me kind of keep grounded. This is a very small segment of their population, and then you know, the starking part and something I don't know if you watch my evolution over the last year or so, the amount of pride that the people that I have in my day job that they have in India and in their family and in doing good work and being hardworking you could hear it through the phone when I talk to them in my day job. They're so proud of doing a good job, and they want to help, and they're always there for you, and they take their name and their family name so seriously. And have learned that from my day job. I mean, and I've heard everybody say it. It's not like I'm taking credit for this, but if you specifically ask, like, does your father know you're doing this? That strikes a nerve way harder than any chode you can give them. You know what I mean? Because it's such an ingrained part of the culture over there, and it really helps in my call ground me in the sense that, like I said, that this is a very small segment of their population, and not to judge a people or a person based upon like the actions of these assholes in this little small sector of that country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually have a video. I have a video on my channel. It's old, back when, not that my editing's super good now, but my editing was extra bad then. But still, where he's like cursing me out, like, he figured out I was a baiter, and he's like cursing me out, like, I'm gonna F you and blah, blah, blah. And then all I said was, do you know that your mother, does your mother know that you do this? And I mean, instantly he literally started crying. That quick. So it does definitely can, if you get the right person. Other people, I've said that too, don't care, of course. but some, it really hits them. So
and I mean, that's the thing. A lot of them, when they throw out the N words and they're acting ridiculous, and they talk about, well, America does this and Joe Biden's this or Trump this. They don't know anything. It's just immaturity. So I don't really think that even that the people we talk to, obviously they're not martyrs. They're not scamming Americans because they're really going to stick up for India because America did something bad 40, 50 years ago or whatever. They're just stupid, and they don't really know what they're saying. And then the minute you throw out, does your mom know or your father know, you break them down and you realize they're just bad people right now, and hopefully they can change. But they don't really mean or know what they're talking about.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. And it's funny. I think that the reason that they're so script focused and kind of stick with what they do is that they try to like dehumanize us on the other side of the phone. They don't really, as much as they say, like, I'm like your grandson and all that stuff, they don't want to really personalize you on the other side of the phone, because if they do, then I think that, not that they'll develop a conscience, then they might start to care, and if they might start to care, they're not going to do their best to try to steal your money.
I get it. If I start a call and I'm raging at them, I expect them to yell back. I mean, I would do the same to anybody who calls me. If I pick up the phone and they're calling me a dirty MFer and, and this and that, of course I'm going to yell back. But I'm not there on certain days to look to change them. I'm just there to voice my opinion that they're hurting people, and I'm angry. So yeah, that does come out sometimes, and I'm not there to change people. And then other times, I might try to hit them a little bit softer. But even then, when you try softer, they might either hang up on you or curse at you anyway, because they're embarrassed because somebody on the other line knows that they're a scammer. So that's why I just stick with the straight rage 90% of the time.
Yeah, it's agreed. Yeah. And I kind of keep it with you. I definitely, selfishly, the only time I'll go soft on them a little bit is if I feel like they're being interesting and being real for a minute, just because I think it's interesting, not only for me, but for my members of my community to kind of listen in on that side of it. But I'm unfortunately, and I know I think we're all kind of aligned here, but I feel like once you've gone down this path, it's not something you can just walk away and wash yourself from. It's for them, like the chance of a quick score and making money on the easy way and stuff like that is too alluring. And unfortunately, if they get a taste of success at this, I feel like they hang out that way and then kind of changes who they are. So I everyone that tells me they're going to quit or whatever, or they just need this or they just need that, they're full shit. Like they'll be
you always get these idiots that are like, pay me $500 and I'll quit, or give me a job. And then I'm like, you know what? I could give you a job at making $100,000 a year, and you're still a freaking criminal. Like, what's to stop you from getting in debt later on and stealing from the person next to you? Or, I mean, you're just a terrible person, whatever level you're at. I mean, you're hurting people, and you don't have a conscience that you're taking someone's last dollar after they told you that they need to pay for cancer treatments. So, what, you're going to stop all of a sudden because somebody offers you a great job? No, you're evil. There's lots of people that make big money that are criminals. It's just a different mentality. And we're, like you said, we're dealing with the 10%, the bottom of the barrel. But, you know, I think we're all in agreement that you pay them money, they're not going to change. They're going to just take that money and they're going to just keep doing this because it's easy money and it's tolerated.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, if we're being real, nobody's taking this money to better their lives. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's kind of like they're gonna buy the quickest thing possible and just make the next phone call.
They're not. It's not about surviving. They say I need to get food. No, you don't. There's jobs that pay you enough to eat and get clothes and pay rent. What you're looking for is materialistic things because you've seen Western culture and you want to drive around in a Ferrari and, you know, have all the girls and you live that rapper lifestyle. That's what these young guys want that I talk to.
Yeah.
If you watch about the Jim Browning videos and stuff, like, it's not and listen, I've seen some other instances, but a lot of times the centers that we're calling and stuff, they're in a fairly decent office. Now, granted, they're cramped in there, so, you know, what should be a space for 15 people, they have 40. But, you know, they have like employee of the month type thing going on. You know what I mean? There's recognition, there's sales awards, like that.
They got better furniture in their lobby than I have in my apartment. Some of those offices look really like here in New York. They look pretty swanky. You're right, they are crammed in there, and you know they might not have AC. Whatever. Find another job, or a job, I should say. I don't have tolerance for them. They hurt people, and you know, you have to do the right thing even when no one's looking, and that kind of goes back to the point where even if somebody gives them a job, they're already tarnished. They know what it's like to have a little taste of money. What's to stop them from dipping into somebody's pocketbook if they have a legit job at a call center, at a legit call center? These are criminals, and they need to change their life quickly.
The ones that call from the really large call centers too, usually, right? Like it's a very small fraction of the money that you sent that they get. So if you send them $5,000, you know, the person on the phone gets $50, and the guy the floor supervisor 200, and the guy who's paying for everything gets the 4,750. You know what I mean? So, but then a lot of them will then buy a burner phone and try to run the same scam from home when they get home later, and then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy of once they see that money happens, they try to go out on their own, which creates more scammers, and then they realize how hard it is and they go back to a different call center because they quit the other one, and it's just like this giant circle that it seems like so many go because they all think they can do it. They all think they're way smarter than what they are, and that you know, I always love when you even like point out that they have an accent. They're like, no, I don't. You know what I mean? I'm like, trust me. If you would call and actually give, a Pan-Asian name or an Indian name or something, it would be so much more believable than to call and say your name is Bob Cox. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. It doesn't make you seem any more like whatever. Like. My company is based in the United States, and we have plenty of call center representatives not based in the United States, and they don't use names like, you know, Jennifer Smith. Like, they just tell you their name because it's way less.
That just goes back to stupidity. Yep. And I mean, they keep doing those things.
Like, if they obviously don't want to give your real name, but if just use a believable name, don't, you know? I can't believe how many Steve Watkins there are on this planet.
And it's not fair that, hey, you know, Jennifer Walker or Bob Smith can call me and they can be that, but the minute I tell them I'm Raj Patel, they start flipping out at me. Like, the hypocrisy of these people hurt my feelings.
It's funny you say that because I've only done that once or twice, and I literally was just thinking that like a week or two ago. I want to make like a more Indian character. I know TAGOW does a great Indian character.
Yeah.
He's another one that I got to throw a huge shout out to. He's been a huge help and a huge influence. Like I I am definitely not a voice actor. I have like 3 voices I can use, and all of them sound exactly the same to me. And I'm still struggling to find the right kind of software or hardware to use to change my voice. And to listen to his talent and be able to go from Cookie Monster to the Hispanic guy and all the other stuff.
It's amazing.
So it makes me so jealous.
Yeah, me too. Because I'm the same way. I cannot do voices, and I can not do accents. Like, God did not give me that talent, so I'm stuck with my one voice. So,
I try to change dialect every once in a while, and I feel like I don't know what it is, and I think Scammer Revolts is actually the one that said it. But if you use some kind of a southern drawl or talk a little slower, they seem to be more. They think you're a little bit more gullible. So a lot of times when I talk, I'll start real slow and be like, "Hey, I was hoping you could help me today with my computer problem," and it just seems that they seem to bite. Then you start out with the "Hey, yo," the whole New York thing going. It's like, they don't have much time for that.
Yeah.
Do you ever get busted on a name that you use? Like, I think you've used Tom Brady. There was an actor I think you used. I mean, most of them don't know. It goes right over their head. But do you ever get called out? Because, I mean, I had a lady not believe me because my name is Michael Myers. And there's plenty of people named Michael Myers. But she didn't believe me because she thought I was making it up because of the guy who kills people. But, I mean, does anyone ever call you out on any of the names that you choose? Because you use a lot of celebrities and sports figures and things like that.
So my main character now that I use is Richard Puller. Which I have not been caught on yet. I actually got caught yesterday using my Richard Puller character, but then my first character and the first thing I really started doing, I started off was Alberto, and I just in literally deadpan went from saying my name's Richard Puller to giving him Alberto's email address. And the guy realized real quick that the email didn't match the name, and I had baited the guy as Alberto a week or two in the past, and he immediately picked up on it. So that's happened. I mean, I've gone with the gift card scams, like you're saying, when I do the Tom Brady or Michael Jackson and stuff like that. Like, I don't think that it even registers. I don't even know of a name I could give. I think I've done. I want to say I did a call as Donald Trump, and they still didn't pick up on it. And
Can we hear the Donald Trump?
It was huge. I tried. I don't think I've ever been busted on that.
That sounds hilarious.
I use Ethan Weiner as another one and stuff like that, and
Darth Vader.
I purposely try to like. I have no reasonable expectation, even if at what little Hindi I've gotten at this point. If somebody put 2 words together in Hindi that were hilarious, and they said that was their name, I don't think I'd recognize it either. So I've never gotten caught yet. Unless unless they said their name was like Ben Chode, I would get that. But other than that, I think I'm out.
I don't know why if they're gonna pick any name out there, I don't know why they still pick Ben. I mean, it's so common they're leaving themselves open for those jokes. But I mean, some of your videos, you take these people for a ride. I mean, there was that one, I just mentioned Darth Vader a minute ago, but like I think it was a gift card scam, or I think it was, and you're all of a sudden, like towards the end of the video, you're having a lightsaber fight. You hear noises. Like the editing was amazing in that video. But I mean, you got lightsabers going on in the background, and these idiots are still on the phone with you.
Yeah. No,
waiting for numbers.
I again, some of my I look back and I've had some great calls, man, and I've been lucky to share them with different people or do whatever. But I mean, it's hard to say. Like I was going to say my favorite. I have one where I rob a bank. The scammer wanted me to transfer money, and he told me that he wanted me to go in and tell him I need $40,000 in cash and put it in a bag. So I just turned it into a bank robbery. And I had the gun sound effects, and the cops are chasing me, and the guy's literally trying to tell me how to escape from the cops, and that I should go. And he was dead serious. Like he was not. It got to the point at the end where he kind of caught on, but it was a solid 20-30 minutes worth of like a bank chase with cops chasing and stuff. That was a good one. I had another one where I got arrested, and the guy, he was my one call from jail, and I had to try to talk to the DA to get the charges lowered. And I had I used my voice changer and was the DA, and the guy was pleading his case and explaining what I was doing, and he was saying he was my best friend from high school and all kinds of stuff. Even recently, I just had a call. Member Kelly from my community was playing. I kept telling the scammer that I had 2 different girlfriends that didn't know about each other, and when I went to get the gift cards, one of my girlfriends was suspicious that I was out with the other girlfriend, and I needed him to call my girlfriend that no, I was just getting him these cards he needed. And so a member of my community, Kelly, did a great job playing my girlfriend and was like giving him the 5th degree and saying about how I'm always out chase tail and stuff like that. He was like, no, you're with a good man. He really loves you. He talks about you all the time and stuff like that. So anytime I can and I learned this from Renoa and stuff like that. But to me, that's like my favorite part of doing this, especially when I listen back or I am doing editing, when they're going on the ride of my story with me and are taking active parts in it. It brings me such joy and the fact of I'm able to tell a story so good that these people are able to place themselves in my story.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that's better than Netflix right there.
Yeah,
exactly.
The other
like to choose your own adventure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
The other the other point I was just gonna make was the thing about the changing what I've just noticed. I have several scammers that I do believe have stopped that I still talk to, and there's a couple of factors I think that play a role. One, the openers are way easier to change than the closers because they make less money. They're not as invested. They're treated like crap a lot of times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then also, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that, and when Glass is saying about the different names and stuff, they'll believe anything. I feel like that in my grand mind of how things work over there, the people that can transfer more calls to their closer are viewed as more successful. They're just happy they have anybody hanging on that they can transfer, I think.
Right. I agree. And then the other thing I've noticed is the more that they want to steal from you, the less likely they are to change. So, the ones that go after your whole bank accounts, they don't have any compassion or there's hardly anything you can say to them that would make them want to change because I don't want to say that they're psychopaths, but a lot of them just have literally no care or compassion for other humans there's nothing you can say. You know what I mean? To want them to sway them. But if you find someone that you do have, say, I usually have 40,000 in my fake account because that's what helps me get them to give me bank accounts. Because if you don't have enough money, they'll just always send you for gift cards. So,
yep.
No, I've noticed if you. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's funny you say that. I had a, and it's funny because there's certain things in this world. I try my best, to walk a fine line. I like being edgy. I definitely use a lot more, either sexual or, profanity than a lot of other scam baiters. But I did a call one time where I literally told the scammer, and it was a 2 or 3 hour bait, and I told the scammer that I needed money for my daughter's cancer surgery. And while there's nothing funny about cancer or children with cancer or surgery, I just wanted to know how low or how far are you that you're that far gone that you would take money from this guy who needs money to go pay for his daughter's cancer surgery, and you're willing to steal every dollar out of that guy's account. And I did what the entertainment value or humor, if you can even use that, is how void of this person is of actual real life and emotion and stuff that he would still try to steal your money. And he drove over that speed bump no problem. He goes, oh, that's so. He asked me questions about my daughter and stuff as he's literally taking the money out, and it's like, man,
my God.
So I like doing that kind of stuff just to show how far gone they are, but at the same time, I don't, I don't want to offend anybody. I try not some of the stuff. I obviously I try my best even in my characters to stay away from the political stuff and from from religion and stuff that can offend too many people. I mean, I had one guy that was really trying to talk to me about God and was asking stuff, and there's plenty of jokes to be made there, but I just feel uncomfortable making a lot of them, so I try to steer it back out of that. But in terms of like trying to try to find out like how to stay on those lines and still keep it funny can be a little hard, but
for sure.
I'm always curious on the scammer side.
It's tough. I mean, you can't please everybody. I mean, there's times I've said things like that were, I guess there could be debates, political debates, and I might have said one thing and then I lost a subscriber and he left me a negative comment. And I just humbly apologized and said, I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about that. But it happens. I mean, there's haters out there anyway, but we try to at least get the stuff out there and stay away from those issues, and sometimes they do overlap, and I mean, it's so tough that to try to please everybody is just so tough. But it's nice that we're not blatantly putting it out there. Like, we're aware of it, and I try to stay away from the political, religion, and all that nonsense as well, just because people get so offended.
Well, there's 3 layers, right? And I try to tell people, like, obviously my name's not Gordon, but Gordon is my guy that I use in my quote unquote character for my stream and stuff. And we're it's based on me in real life, obviously, but like there's certain things where I as Gordon feel like I can say certain things, right? And then when I'm in my character of like Richard Puller's not Gordon, so Richard Puller would say certain things, and then Gordon would say certain things, and then there's me underneath all these layers. So it's like, sometimes when I'm yelling at the scammers and saying things that, there's a fine line between like racist and stereotypical, and like, saying that, that I know you live in that you're effing a goat. Like, there's a fine line there, right? And I really tried to tell people, like, for me, it's a place of entertainment. I'm trying to entertain people. We're trying to have fun here, and pushing these people's buttons. It's not like I go around in my real life and find hardworking members of any type of, race or thing and would yell random things like this. Obviously, we're hours into something at this point, and it's for entertainment value. It's not like I have like any kind of predisposition to anybody.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of it, it's so tough not to cross the line, because I mean, their whole persona is that they're trying to pretend that they live in California or something, and that they don't know about India, and you're trying to tell them things. So you want to throw a couple things in there about their culture that and sometimes we do cross the line. But I mean, I think as long as you're not saying you dirty, Indian or something like that. I mean, because you don't want to stereotype the whole people, because this is only a very small sect of that population that we're dealing with. And some of the scambaiters that I've seen, and we haven't had any on our show yet. I mean, everybody we've had has been very respectful of everyone, no matter what they do and whatever culture. But I've seen some videos out there where they're saying, you dirty Indian, and I'm like, how could they get away with that? And like, how could they sleep at night saying that? But I mean, it happens. I won't associate with them, though. I won't support people like that, and I know that they're still down with the cause, and they're raging at these scumbags. But like, there's a line. I mean, you have to look at like 1.4 billion people in that country. The majority, if not most of them, are amazing people.
Yeah. No, and it's hard, right? Because like the community, like I feel sometimes like, I and again, 95% of my community are amazing people. I talk to a lot of them through Discord or chat or whatever, and actually have grown like fond of them off stream or whatever. But because of what we do, it does bring a certain group of people to our streams that are angry. They're angry at people, they're angry at the world and stuff like that. And because they see us kind of like spewing, they see us spewing venom. They like that part of the stream. I mean, a little too much, maybe, right? And so, like, I try to tell people, like, when we're making comments at the end and we're all laughing and having fun at the scammer, and the scammer's choding out and all kinds of stuff. Like, there's still a certain line there. Like, I want to be funny. I want to be entertaining. I want to be edgy. Like, I want to be close to that edge, but I don't want to go over, because at the end of the day, I don't want to lose the moral high ground at any point during this thing that we do. You know what I mean? And just
Yeah,
becoming a shitty
yeah.
person and it's being going into some type of racial thing or something. It's not needed. Like it's not fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but I mean, I get comments sometimes that say all Hindi men are this, and I'm like, I don't think so, man. I have a lot. I don't really. I like delete the comment or don't respond. But like, I just don't like generalizing a whole population because we're picking out a little bit of a crime-ridden area where things are tolerated, and we're dealing with the scumbags of the earth, and they just happen to live in India. We could easily focus on criminals in other countries, but that doesn't make that whole country bad. And I think that you're so right that I mean there are people out there that are just full of hatred and they see us as these people that are just messing with another country because they're scamming our country. When in reality, if they really paid attention, they would realize that these are scumbags that will scam anybody.
Right. I mean, I try to say all the time too on my stream. I've said it multiple times. Like the fact that they're in Calcutta. Well, again, I'm some I can't talk today. We're overgeneralizing saying they're all in India, but like it's a fact that 60-70% of scam calls originate in Calcutta. It's just, I mean, that's what it is.
I mean, saw the Tim Browning video.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
it's there. It's fact.
If you take Sector 5 and you put that and say that 60% of calls are coming from Kansas City, Missouri, I wouldn't change anything I'm doing. I wouldn't change anything I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like literally all it does is just turn the venom around. It doesn't make me feel any differently about the rest of the people that are in Missouri or the United States or whatever. It's just that they so happen that Kansas City is where this is all done. And I would do anything I could to make fun of Kansas City or whatever, just because that's what would play into it, not because I have any feelings about anybody who lives in Kansas City. You know what I mean? So I try to think that, like, when people say I'm getting too close to the line, that's how I kind of break it down. It's not it's not India, it's not Calcutta, it's just that's where it is. So that's why the rage is focused there, as opposed to it could be anything else. You could substitute in anywhere, and I'd have that same feeling and same rage.
Yeah.
Yep. Good for you.
And about the about the religion and politics, like I totally agree, but at the same time, like, okay, so I guess if you need to like put a category on me, you would say I'm religious, like I'm a Christian that attends church, but I hate politics. So on my channel, I might discuss religion, and I might choose to never discuss politics. But that's my channel, like that's my stream. I have the right to do that. So if somebody is talking about something in their stream or running their stream the way that you like somebody else doesn't like it, that's their choice. And that's, just something that bothers me when people in chat or whatever try to control the creator's stream,
Well, I have 2 or 3 different ongoing scrolling messages in my stream that kind of explain what I am and what you're listening to. I mean, listen, I can't believe you guys haven't cut the 800-pound gorilla yet. I would think that the most thing that I'm known for in this community at this point is all the bathroom stuff. Like, every I'm taking a 20-minute shit on air. Like, literally, I don't think I've ever done a stream where that doesn't happen. And,
well, see, that's where I draw the line. I have no problem calling them a fucking loser, and you're fucking hurting people, and you need to stop doing what you're doing. But the minute you talk about bathroom stuff, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna hang up.
So, for me, like the fact that they're still sitting there and willing to talk to me while I'm sitting there like mid dump and have that conversation, that's never not funny to me. Like, I don't know what it is, but I totally get where there's a probably a decent size of population that doesn't want to sit there and listen to that. And I get it, and I'm not offended by you, like people leaving or whatever. And I actually have like a exclamation poop command for my stream that says you're about to enter a bathroom scene. There's going to be lots of flatulence. There's going to be lots of noises that are going to make you uncomfortable. Please leave if this bothers you. And I want to do what I do. I want to do what I find funny. I think if I find it funny, people out there like me are going to find it funny, and that kind of gets the community to be what I want it to be. And like, it's people that, share the same kind of humor and, you know,
I mean,
helps me time better. But I get like I put in there all of the time. Like I understand that this is not everybody's cup of tea, and if it's not, that I'm not offended by that. Like there's plenty of
I'm
streams where
partly kidding though, and I'm still gonna watch stuff. And you're never gonna get a comment from me that's like, "Hey, that's so stupid," just because it's not my thing. I'm still gonna watch it and understand the
Yeah.
humor. I mean, I love watching. Oh, it's Laz. I mean, and I mean that's what he's about throughout the whole stream. Sometimes they're just noises. I mean, I love the guy. So I didn't mean to say that I'm not going to watch, but I'm not going to do it. But just because I won't do it doesn't mean I'm going to criticize other people that do it. And I wish that there were more haters out there that would think like that.
Yeah, if every Scambaiter took a 20-minute shit during their stream, it wouldn't be nearly as fun. You know what I mean? So like,
that's the market point. I'm never going to do that.
I'm happy owning I'm happy owning this piece of real estate in the Scambaiting community. And it's funny. Honestly, one of my biggest battles I have between that, I have my character Richard. He has a grandson Rusty who's always taking music lessons during the Scambait, and it's either a mixture of a kazoo or a saxophone or drums, and it's either clips I took of offline, or I have one of my kids play an instrument that they can't play, and I can't play any instrument, so I just do whatever. I'll make sound clips of it, and to listen to the Scambaiter the scammer try to talk over like this horrible saxophone in the background is hilarious, but like I get a lot of flack sometimes, especially from newer viewers, where you'll hear the most annoying kazoo sound in the world for 20 minutes, and people on the stream will go, "Can't you please mute the kazoo? Like I think what you're doing is funny," and stuff like that. And it's challenging for me because so many members of my community think it's hilarious to hear the kazoo with it. And there was points where I'd maybe play the kazoo for a minute and then mute it out, and then I'd have like 20 members of like my regular subscribers going, "Where's the kazoo?"
Yeah,
and it's like that's the hard balance for me. Is like I'm playing the most annoying sounds possible that I don't want anybody wants to listen to. But my community, like, it's funny to hear the annoying sound and to hear the level of annoyance in the scammer hearing the annoying sound. And if you don't hear the annoying kazoo when I'm talking, it's harder to relate to why this scammer's getting so angry while he's trying to talk and there's a kazoo playing in the background. So like I have battled that. That's one of the hardest things for me. And the bathroom stuff is the same way. Like I can mute out all those sounds. It's funny to know that scammers listening to it, and that way the people who don't want to hear like plop 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 1,000 times when I'm sitting there talking, they don't want to hear it. But as soon as I mute it out, my community goes nuts. Like no, we gotta hear, play more.
Well,
yeah,
you have 900 and something followers on Twitch, so obviously you're doing something right that appeals to the people that love you. So you shouldn't change. And I always took to heart, I think when I had 50 subscribers, and Deo used to do his Saturday night thing where you can pick your favorite baiter, and I was fortunate enough where CJ picked me, and I finally got some a little bit publicity, because let's face it, Dale's kind of a big deal. So he's playing my video, and then he's commenting on it, and he said, "Don't ever change your style. It's just who you are." And I took that to heart. There's times where you get hateful comments from people, and they don't like what you're doing, but then you got to think, okay, well, 1,000 other people do. They didn't just subscribe to me because they feel bad for me. So I'm going to still stay with the goofy nonsense, but the minute you tone stuff down, you lose the core people that have followed you all around. So keep sitting on the bathroom toilet there.
I agree. I think be yourself, and y'all, instead of telling the streamer what to do, just, if you don't like it, just leave and come back. Like, I don't know. I just, I really hate when the chat, like, I love the suggestions and stuff. Thank you so much, Thrill Seeks, and suggestions are great, but telling people like the core of what they're doing comedically, like mute it because you don't want to hear it. It can be very distracting when you're streaming, so I'm just saying, at least to me. Because
look at your fans. The people that like
just
what you
do. Do you, boo? And then there's people out there that will like you for what you have to offer. Is the way I think of it.
At the end of the day, I say this, and I used to say it somewhat like joking around, but I think actually I've come full circle and mean it literally. If it makes me laugh, I'm probably going to do it. And then, you know, two of my kids, you know, going back to the 4 boys thing, one of my sons is 17 and the other one's 13, and they listen regularly to my stream and they think it's funny. So if I'm making people like, you know, if I'm making them laugh, and I'm different age demographics because I'm in my mid 40s and I think it's funny and 17 thinks it's funny, it's probably funny. So I'm good with what that is. And, you know, I appreciate the kind words, and I you know, it's one of those things. You know, that's where I feel like maybe from my Twitch to YouTube experience, so maybe some of the YouTube stuff I can add some of that stuff out and make it a little less graphic, and knowing that, you know, it may appeal to a little bit wider audience. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have 100 people on my stream that are fully embracing what I'm doing and what I'm about with doing this, than to have, like, you know, 700 people just kind of chilling and thinking I'm okay. Like I like my, like, you know, core be like that ravenous core that
you
when
should
you stream again, when you're streaming again.
You should team up with Scammer Jammer, which we're gonna watch one of their videos after you know, in a few minutes, because their fans love the bathroom humor. They do that a lot, and they have like 3,000 subs on YouTube of people that love it.
And I sit through every single one of their videos, and I mean, they put on some epic long streams, and it's just funny. You want to talk about, you know, making the scammers look ridiculous, looking for gift cards? You haven't seen anything until Dorothy has a bathroom explosion at the Walmart.
Y'all should collab, Gordon. You and them, like you and Dorothy and you could both be in the bathroom at the same time.
Yeah, I'm right. like a dueling banjos type thing where we go
yeah.
But yeah, you kind of remind me of that style with your humor, and also, you know, with your stories about talking, having the DA talk to the idiot scammer. It's the same thing. I mean, they get pulled over, and, you know, the scammer saying, "Let me talk to the cop," and then all of a sudden the scammer is an expert on legal matters. It's just spreading awareness, and it also shows their stupidity. So I think CJ's right. I mean, you guys should collab. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I think we've actually exchanged it. Like I was trying to. One of my goals for this year was to do collabs on Mondays, and it's just hard to try to get everybody's schedule to align and everything else. But I love collabs. I tell anybody, like, I'm not even about, like, I don't even care if it's on my channel, their channel. I don't even care who gets the numbers, the subs for it. I just like doing it. I think it's fun. So I'm always down for.
I'll do it. Can I collab with you? I'd love to do a call with you.
No, anytime. I'm serious. Anytime, just reach out on Discord. I love.
Yeah.
I'll never say no to that. I think it's so much fun.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Yeah, and there's so many people in this chat that are just awesome at what they do that don't even have channels. I mean, I'm waiting to get the day where I could collab with, like, Betty or Raz or Mary or Kat or any of these people that just are awesome. If you've ever heard them bait, I mean, you'd have to be on the Flood, actually, on Genesis Floods, but they don't have channels, and they're just so amazing at what they do. I would just love to collab with certain people. It would be fun.
Scammer Takeout wants to collab too, so there you go. You got 2 people, Gordon. Whether you want them or not.
Yeah, I would have to. I'm not ready to collab with those guys yet. So I know you're talking to Scammer to Gordon. I'm not watching the chat, but Scammer Takeout, if you haven't watched his stuff yet either, his stuff is amazing. I mean, and what he does to these people is just amazing. I can't say enough good things about his content.
Yeah. Well, so what's your future, like, Gordon, do you have any future plans or projects or anything, other than you said about you wanted to get partners so you can get more emojis? Do you have anything any other goals or anything you, like, envision for the future for your channel?
Yeah, no, I honestly am I don't know what the right word is. Like, I have so much fun doing it, and I don't need, like, the grand plan of World Takeover or anything. I'd love to get the partner. I just, you know, with my life and stuff, I really just try really hard at everything I can to get, like, 3 good streams a week, and when I do that, I feel like that's the right amount where I you know, I say it in one of my other jobs in life, but always leave them one and more type thing. I'd rather I do shorter streams, usually 2.5, 3 hours. I don't do the 6 hour streams often. I just feel like it keeps me fresh. It keeps me, I don't ever want to feel like, oh my god, I got to call Scammer today. Like I legitimately enjoy this every time I do it. It's a break from everything else I have going on. And so because of that, I feel like, I don't need much in this community. I'd love to log on, have 250 of my friends with me, and we call a refund scammer. I take a nice 20-minute dump on them. I get the Target gift card. I take a 20 get the 20-minute Target 200 20. I'm still stuck on my 20 minutes. Go get $2,000 of Target gift cards, have an alien come steal the gift cards, then go back, then do a redeem on them. Like as long as that's happening, man, I'm having a great time.
Yeah, and we totally agree. And like I think you should do a dump one time, and then you can come in and do a verbal dump. That would be another good collab.
Some of the better stuff. I mean, at one point I did like a 9-minute pee. Just to see, like I told the camera.
I did see that one.
Yeah, I told just hold on 1 second. I need to go to the bathroom real quick, and then I did a 9-minute pee just to see if he'd hang on.
And what did he do?
He stayed on the whole time for a 9-minute pee.
Oh my god!
If I'm not mistaken, actually, you had subtitles on there saying that it was a 9-minute pee. So for people like me, if I don't want to hear your tinkle mess, I could turn the volume down, and I know when you're done. But you have subtitles on it. I thought it was brilliant. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, that's good.
Everybody needs to go check out Gordon Shumway, the 9-minute pee video.
Yeah.
And you've gained 21 subs in the last hour just talking with us. So you're almost at 570 now. I think you were at 558 when we started, or 557 this morning. And I know that you're focusing a little bit more on Twitch because of life, but the more subs you get, the more awareness that gets spread. I mean, if you can spread awareness on 2 platforms, why not, right?
Yeah, no, and again, I literally this weekend again, Saturday, I've set 4 hours aside to try to get a video up. I will definitely do that on YouTube. I feel like you have to cross, and even like you guys said, if I'm using YouTube just to drive people to Twitch, that's fine too. But as I think I told you guys, the first thing we talked about, I started on YouTube myself, and I never would have got to Twitch if it wasn't for Ranella. So like to be able to kind of to hit cross platforms, I try to think when I edit my videos for YouTube. Twitch for me it's a novel, where YouTube has a chance to be like a short story, like tell a story in 20-30 minutes and make it funny. And I used to have like a 25-minute commute to work. If I could pop in one of these videos every time, and I know that's going back to Scammer Revolts again, but hearing a funny story in 15 minutes is much appreciated at 7 o'clock in the morning, drinking that coffee headed to work. So I try to get my videos with that on YouTube.
I look forward to I live in New York, and I don't really commute to work as much anymore at all, because I don't work. But when I did work, it was like every Monday morning I would wake up and there would be a Wenja video waiting for me, or an Alogical video waiting for me. And it really does make the traffic so much more bearable. I look forward to the traffic. I was like, yeah, bumper to bumper traffic in New York is not that bad when I have Wenja or another Scambaiting on. So I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I tried when I'm really a couple months ago, and again, I want so much time to do this. I keep laughing. I'm like, man, if I could just quit 2 other jobs, I'd really be into this. But like, I really tried to gear my videos to be like, this is what I want to listen to in the car. You know what I mean? Like, I want my Twitch stream. I want you to listen to me with headphones on, because in case you have small children around. But I want that to be like, let's spend the afternoon together. Like it's more of a time commitment, right? If you come in for 15 or 20 minutes during a 3-hour bait, it might not be funny. It might even not be all that entertaining. But to me, YouTube, you got to hit that. You know what I mean? Like you got to tell the story and make them laugh in 15 minutes. And then when you have that ability, it's good.
I mean, like to bring up Scammer Takeout again the other day, not to give him another plug, although he definitely deserves it. I mean, I was traveling an hour, and he put out a video that was like 48 minutes long or whatever it was. And I was like, perfect. You know, I'd rather listen to that than music now. It's just what happens, and I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or not, or maybe it's a combination. But I mean, I live to listen to the Scambaiter videos when I'm driving.
Yes, and again, I always go back to that's how I started.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, I really was going to say this before Deo came in, I swear. Like, I even wrote this down. I'm not just saying that because he was here. You know, like you said about, like, you're on Twitch because of Renoa. I'm pretty much on Twitch because of Deo, because, like, Deo was like, yeah, you just got to go for it in life and try it. And, so, yeah, so I'm basically... Yeah, but it's funny because I literally was going to say that and he came in, like, so now I feel like people think I'm probably saying it because he's in chat, but I'm not. I was going to say that anyway.
But maybe he was listening when I was saying all those wonderful things about him, and that's why he's here. Maybe he was driving and listening to us. We don't know.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Pierogi listens to us in the shower, so you never know. Pierogi did tell us that.
The reason I don't change is because Deo told me not to when I had 50 subscribers. He said, "Don't ever change."
Right.
And so that's why you can thank Deo if you don't like Take.
Yeah.
Dale comes in right after we all start talking about how great he was at Scambaiting. Like, oh,
yeah, it's like, what a quinky dink. We were just talking about you, Dale.
You know, as busy as Deo is and is on a different time zone, and I'm still working on fixing us all in the same time zone. I don't know if you know that, but I will fix the world so we're all in the same time zone. He spent like 2 hours late one night just talking to CJ and myself like 4 months ago when we were, you know, fairly new, and we're still new. It was just so nice of him to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, no, like I said, I've already named the same 10 names over and over again, but I've been so lucky that everybody in this community has been great to me. I really can't. I don't have a bad thing to say about anybody. Everybody's been super helpful. They've reached out. I've helped one or two other baiters kind of get started and doing what they did, and just kind of told them what I learned in my first year, and this is what worked for me, and this is what didn't work. But I'm not naive enough to think that you know, all of the communities like this and that everybody just gets along and hugs everybody or whatever, but it's been absolutely amazing to me, and I just can't thank everybody enough. And it's been,
yeah, for sure,
you know, whether it's a technical thing or sharing numbers or something big or something small, or everybody's been super helpful, and it's really kind of cool to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're getting bombarded with Scambait royalty. We have Deo, Scammer Payback. You know, everybody comes in at once.
Yep. Well, Gordon, it's been awesome having you on. Thanks so much. Anything else you want to tell everyone?
Man, this is cool.
No, again, guys, super excited to come on. Fans of your guys's. You know, like I said, I'm going to self-identify again. I listen more on YouTube a lot in the car, and you guys are my YouTube fix, and I got my Twitch fix and stuff like that. I think my subs are under my real name, which I don't know if you're supposed to do that anymore these days or not, but I've been a huge fan and super happy to kind of come in and love being part of this community. And you guys are great reps, and just anything I can do to help. If you ever want a call or a voice or anything, I'd be happy to help.
Yeah, awesome. Yep. Well, like I said, I'd love
after our stream. I'll call you. I can borrow $100.
Yeah, with 4 kids, I'm sure he has it to spare, Take. But yeah, I would love to collab with you.
I have 4 $500 gift cards sitting right here on my desk for you anytime you want them.
As long as they're for Dunkin' Donuts, he's in.
They're the target. They're to the target. You know, I actually have this one $25 card that's to Applebee's. The guy asked me for an Apple card, and I got confused. But I have an Applebee's card here too, if you need it.
Yeah.
Well, the next time I'm between New York and Florida, we got to hook up.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yep. Well, thanks so much for being on. Really appreciate it. It's been awesome talking to you.
Yep. Check out Gordon Shumway.
Yeah, please sub. We're about to play. Thank you, Thrill Seeks. We're about to play a Scammer Jammer video. So while we're playing the video, please jump on over, sub to Gordon, and then come back. And then we'll, I think the first person we'll try to call, if we can, is maybe the call center from the new Trilogy Media vid. I'd like to try to call them. You want to try to call them, Take, and see if they'll answer?
I'll talk to anybody. You know that. My phone is one of my phones has been blowing up, so the scammers are awake.
Cool.
I think I got 3 scam calls in the last 10 minutes.
But Gordon, thank you so much for joining us. It's been such a pleasure talking to you, and I really do want to collab. So I'm going to message you and see when we can make it happen.
Sounds great. Take care, guys. Have a great
Yeah,
rest of the show.
yeah, love you.
Joining us, bro. That was awesome.
Yep.
Yep. Take care.
Bye.
And we're gonna have to hurry it along because pretty soon I'm gonna have to take a 9-minute pee.
Well, let's go ahead and you can do that right now. Let's go ahead and play a video from Scammer Jammer. Y'all hop over, sub to Gordon, and come back, and then we'll see if we can get that call center from the Trilogy Media video on, or one of the people that's blowing up Take's phone on the line. So we'll be right back.
Next to the control button, which button you see, ma'am?
I see that effing key. Now, I think one time when the guy was helping me with my windows, he told me to hold that effing key and the R key. Is that what you want me to do now? Hold that effing key?
No, not the FN.
And the
Not
R
the
key?
FN. Hello?
Oh, I think I called the wrong number.
No, this is the Amazon Prime.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
no. Well, I don't want it. I just want to cancel.
Ma'am, oh, you want to cancel and you need the money back?
Well, what do you mean money back?
Like, ma'am, I can see in our system that your number is it is registered to the Amazon Prime. Alright, and today we are giving you call for the verification that you want to continue with that or you want to cancel and you need the money back.
What money? I know I'm not very smart when it comes to the computers. This is why I hate technology. What money are you talking about?
Like, ma'am, there is a charge of $131 for the 1 year from for the Amazon Prime. Alright.
$131? No, I don't want it. Cancel it.
Right. So I'm just giving you call for the verify. Like, you want to continue with your Amazon Prime subscription or you want to cancel and you need the money, ma'am. You want the refund.
A refund? Yes, cancel. I wasn't
Right.
aware that I was charged any money. Yes, cancel. I don't want it.
Okay, ma'am. So what I am going to do, I am just ma'am, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to
understand what
send.
you said when you were mumbling. I couldn't hear you. You were mumbling.
Ma'am, I am telling you that I am just going to. Can you put the phone on the loudspeaker?
What's a loudspeaker? You
Yes,
mean like
can
at
you
the
put the phone on the
supermarket when
loudspeaker?
they announce we have a lost employee, Dorothy, will you please come to the main office? Is that what you mean when I am lost at the store
No,
and
no.
they announce my name over the loudspeaker?
Speaker in the phone, ma'am. Can you put the phone on the speaker?
I'm talking into the speaker.
Okay, ma'am, you will get a text message in your cell phone, okay?
What's a text
You will get a
message?
cancellation.
What's that
You will
for?
get a cancellation link. You will get a cancellation link on that text message. You have to just fill that cancellation form. After that, it is going to cancel, and then you are going to get the money back. Okay?
Well, I have one of those jitterbug phones.
Which cell phone you have? You have Android or you have an Apple?
I told you, jitterbug.
Which one is that? Like you have a smartphone or it's not?
I don't know. It's for old people. It has big buttons on it so I can see it.
Oh, okay.
Can you send
do
the
you have any computer,
cancellation
ma'am?
form to my email address?
Do you have any computer?
Yes.
Ma'am, can you go ahead and switch on your computer?
All right.
Okay.
Can you send the cancellation form to my email address? My email address is Dorothy Freedomrich 42 at gmail.com. I can just fill that out and send it back?
Ma'am, wait. Just do one thing. Go ahead and switch on your computer, okay?
Alright, I'll do just this one thing for you. Just one. I'll turn on my computer, but that's it.
Okay.
Alright, are we done here? I got my money back. You canceled it?
No. You have to fill a cancellation form, ma'am, first of all. Alright. As you told me that you have an old phone, so I will help you to send you the form in your computer. Are you understanding me?
Yes, I told you my email address is Dorothy42
No, I cannot
at
send you in your email.
gmail.com. What does the form look like?
Ma'am, we cannot send you in your email, ma'am.
Cause I get a lot of the spams or whatever they call the email that asks me if I wanna enhance myself and take but I don't recall receiving any order confirmation from Amazon.
I understand, ma'am. I understand. You are talking to the Amazon Prime subscription. You don't need to worry about anything, okay?
Why would I worry about anything? Now I'm very nervous. I get very nervous. What does the form look like? What email address does it come from? I can look for my emails.
You will not get in your email, ma'am. You just follow me, you will get in your computer.
Calm down. Why are you yelling at an 82-year-old woman?
Okay, ma'am. I am telling you that you will get the form in your internet browser. You have a Google Chrome browser in your cell phone, ma'am? So in your
I have
computer,
one of those
not in your cell phone.
jitterbug phones that's for old people with all the big buttons on it and they light up in the dark in case it's after night time.
Okay, you told me already. Like, do you have a Google Chrome browser in your computer?
Yes.
Just do one thing.
I
Open
think
your
so.
Google
What's a
Chrome
Google
browser.
Chrome?
Okay. Open your Google Chrome browser, ma'am. All right.
Alright, that's how I check my email. What does the form look like? Did you send it to me?
No, we didn't send you, ma'am. Wait, I will send you in your computer directly. Okay?
In my computer, that's where my email is. In my computer. I see the button right here. It says Gmail.
No, okay, just open the Google Chrome, not your
I
Gmail.
have that
open the Google
opened. It
Chrome,
says
ma'am.
Gmail, and that's what my grandson, he showed me how to check.
Okay, do one thing, ma'am. Do one thing. Look at your keyboard in the left hand side in the bottom in the corner. Do you see there is a CTRL, the control button?
Oh, yes, I do see that.
Next to the control button, which button you see, ma'am?
I see that effing key. Now, I think one time when
Right,
the guy
next to
was
the F
helping me
and
with my windows, he told me to hold that effing key and the R key. Is that what you want me to do now? Hold that
no,
effing
not
key
the FN.
and the
Not
R
the
key?
FN. Just press the Windows key. Press the Windows key with the letter R. R as in Robert.
Oh, alright. You want me to hold down that effing key and what's a Windows key?
No, not the FN. Not the FN. Next to the FN, which button you see over there?
Some little squares. It looks like a square.
Right. Press that square key with the letter R. R as in
Alright, I'm
Roger.
holding
Square
down
and the
that
letter
effing
R.
key and then the square
Not
key
the
at the
FN.
same time.
Not, ma'am, not the FN. Not the FN. Only the Windows key, the
Oh,
4 flag
not
key
the
with the
effing
letter
key.
R. Not. Do
Oh,
not press
I'm
the FN.
glad because when I was sipping on my Tennessee green barrel whiskey, I spilled a little bit on that effing key, and now it sticks. And every once in a while, when I'm checking my emails, it types effing. How do I get it to? Is there some way to get that button unstuck?
Okay, you do one thing. Press the Windows key with the letter R key.
But
Okay.
not that effing key. That's what you said.
Yes.
Alright,
Yes.
I won't, okay, hold on, I got the itis, and it's hard for my fingers to stretch out. Hold on, I'm gonna, Now, you said Windows and what? I didn't even know what that
Letter
thing was
R.
for.
R as in Robert.
Alright.
R like Robert.
Oh, there we go. Boy, that was a strain. And now that's
What
gonna
you see
open
now?
my email for me?
What can you see now?
Well, it looks sunny outside and I see some people walking. I don't, you know, it's just the usual neighborhood
Ma'am.
people, and my neighbor Dorothy, and Josephine across the street has her, she has her sprinkler running, which I think is too much. Now, we're
You
going
are
through a
very
drought
old
here in
person.
California.
You are very old
She
person
shouldn't
and
have
you are
that
doing
sprinkler
like
running
this.
like that. I'm gonna have to go over there and tell her that to turn her sprinkler off. But what are you talking about?
All right. Well, thank you, Scammer Jammer, for sharing that with us or letting us share it. Please make sure y'all go sub to Scammer Jammer.
Yeah, I love those guys.
They haven't been streaming much lately. I think they're just busy in their regular lives, but they're still here, so y'all make sure you go sub. And just a reminder, a week from today, we will have Pierogi on for a special 50th anniversary. 50th anniversary. We've been on the air for 50 years.
I'll believe it when I see it.
50th episode featuring Pierogi will be 1 week from today. He was super nice.
We might have to go on camera with blue hair just in his honor.
Yeah, maybe we should.
I mean, it's been almost 5 months we've been doing this now, right?
Yeah. Yep. We started in December, so it's probably around 5 months, and we're up to our 50th episode. And Pierogi was so nice to agree to come on. Like, he didn't even think about it. He just was like, sure. So it was super nice of him. We really appreciate that. Can't wait to talk to him some more. And we're gonna have a few scambaiters give us let them ask him some questions. So that'll be fun too.
And it's, I'm going to keep my mouth shut a little bit, but I won't all the way. there's a guy with almost 3 million subs who spends an obscene amount of time with editing and on the phone and just running around. He's bringing his kids to school. He finds the time for us. So
Yeah.
I'm not buying. And then we reach out to some other small time baiters and they say, "Oh, I'm too busy." No, you find the time you want to. There's other things there that make you not want to associate with us. Enough said on that. But thank you
Yeah,
so much,
enough said on
Payback. I
that.
cannot wait for that.
Yeah. Yep. And Scammer Payback is really growing and succeeding, and he honestly deserves it. So we want to thank, part of the reason we want to have him on is just to thank him for all the work that he's doing and celebrate that as well. But we thank him so much that he'll be on our 50th episode, and we're going to try to make it different and fun.
Questions?
What's that?
Will we be able to ask him questions? I mean, I want to pick his brain a little bit and ask him some questions.
Yeah,
I'm sure
of
a lot of
course.
people out there.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously. And then we're gonna have a few other people that will ask him some questions. A few other scam baiters. So yeah, it'll be super fun.
My mom's a huge fan of his.
Yeah. So I'm gonna post my little trailer later, and also I'll start a community post. If there's any questions you'd like to ask Pierogi, you can put them in that community post, and obviously you know how time it's we definitely won't get to them all, but we'll try to pick out a few and make sure we get those. So it'll be super fun. I can't wait. What about you?
I mean, you know where I stand with this. I'm in shock. It has to happen for me to believe it. And I saw your trailer that you did at the end of my video, which was amazing, and it was nice that you could, put out everyone who's been on us, like Deo and Nanobaiter and Chester Drawers and Hammer Takeout, of course. It was just a nice recap of the last 5 months, and then to end the trailer with Mr. Blue Hair Pierogi, who's done so much for victims and in the scam baiting world. I mean, he's the reason why most of us are actually here. I mean, he's kind of like the mini godfather of scam baiting, I would say. We know who the big godfather is, but Pierogi's up there.
Yeah, Pierogi is, in my book, he's the godfather. He's the first one I watched. He's the first one that taught me about these.
I mean, the minute you talk about scam baiting, you think about Scammer Payback or Jim Browning.
Yeah, and Pierogi was the one that I first learned about scams from. I learned about scam baiting from. So I'm definitely indebted to him. So it'll be awesome to have him on next week, actually planned out. The other 2 times he was just nice enough to jump on. This time it's planned. So it'll be really fun.
I mean, my 12-year-old nephew knows who he is, and he's like, "Oh, you do scam baiting? Do you know Scammer Payback?" And he wants to know Scammer Payback. And do I know Scammer Payback? It's almost like a celebrity. Like, "Oh, do you know Motley Crue? Do you know Led Zeppelin?" It was just so cute. I mean, that he brought that up. I couldn't believe it when he said that.
I know. That's funny. Maybe we should have your nephew call in next week.
Maybe my nephew should subscribe to me, and then we can talk. He subscribed to Pierogi. He subscribed to CJ Sam, but he's not subscribed to TakeAGlassofwater. Nothing for Christmas this year, little man.
Poor guy. All right, well...
No, I'll get over
it. Well, I couldn't get a hold of the... one I wanted to call the one from the video because everyone's talking about the trilogy media video, but I couldn't get them on the phone right now. So I got someone on their text now, and again, Deo, thank you so much for handling the text nows. I've been sending them to Deo and he's reporting them, so thank you so much for doing that for us, Deo. So let's get this text now back on that answered and see if he'll answer again. And then, hey, Little Piece.
Little Piece in the house.
Yeah.
I
think Little Piece wants your autograph take.
Mine or her? No, I don't think it was mine, right? Did she say specifically say mine? There's a couple police reports that I had to sign. I'll see if the New York NYPD can send you something. It's got my signature on it.
Okay, so let's see. This scam is Geek Squad, and I talked to them yesterday.
Perfect. Yeah, I just had a problem at Best Buy, actually.
Okay, so let's see if they'll answer again, because I just called them and hung up on them.
The TextNow subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Dang.
Oh, maybe that's a legit company.
Yeah. Dang, I wish he had answered, but I mean, I can call them back as me and they'll definitely answer, but it'll be pure mayhem. Do you want to yell at them for me? These are the ones that called the police on me.
My wife or something.
Yeah. They're the ones that called the police. They actually called the real police and told the police that I was being scammed, and I had to talk to the actual police department yesterday, and I was pissed. I mean, like, kudos to them if they do that to other people and stuff, but I don't want to talk to the police because we all know when I'm talking to the scammers, I'm totally lying to them. So it's very awkward to have to talk to the police. So I was not happy with them. I've already had several.
I feel like we were on three-way when you called them, right?
Yeah. And then they called me back after you.
My number doesn't show up on their caller ID, only yours, right?
Thank you so much for worrying about me and caring. That's so sweet of you.
I mean, why worry about me first? I mean, that conversation could have went a totally different way. They could have been just looking at my number going, ma'am, don't move. We'll be right there. Yeah, just let me know when you're calling the police. I'll hang up.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. I need to plug in my computer. It just said battery saver is on. Considering plugging in your device.
Yeah, plug it in. That's what she said.
Didn't realize it was unplugged. Okay, so let's see, what else can we try? I'll try one of these other numbers, although they didn't just answer. And like I said, I can call them as me. They'll definitely answer. Hold on, I'm getting my other phone. If they answer, just start. My other plug. If they answer, just start talking.
Yeah, hello? Hello, who's this? I'm calling on behalf of my wife. Maddie?
Yeah, whom I'm talking to?
Oh, yeah, my name's Dean. What's going on there, though? Did I interrupt you? It sounds like you're playing some kind of twister there. There's a lot of people in your office, sir. Can you please take the time to talk to me? Sir?
He hung up. Did you get up? I was plugging in my laptop. Did he talk to you? I was trying to find my plug for my laptop.
Yeah, we talked.
Okay, let me try this other number. This is the one that keeps threatening. And he sent me a picture of his penis that I didn't send to you. So you, so you're welcome. So you can be nice to me today because you know last time I sent it to you. Oh, here he's calling you back. The same one you just talked to.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Can you? Hello.
Yeah, we got disconnected. Thank you for calling me back. Go ahead, please. Hello?
I mean, he definitely heard you unless there's something weird with the audio, but it looks fine.
No, it's just because I'm a guy. He's nervous that I would tell him that I told you he was scamming. You know how they are.
Yeah. You make him nervous. Okay, here's the same people, but a different text now. And this is the one that sent me the penis pic last night.
This is Best Buy or Geek Squad?
Yeah, it's the same people. We think it's like they definitely were working from a house yesterday because we heard children, we heard dogs barking, and we think there's about 4 of them working there, so we don't know if they're all family or not, and they're in Delhi.
Oh, great. A family sending you naked pictures of their peach pushers, and they have kids in the house. Scumbags.
Yeah.
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available.
Oh, no worries. I have several other numbers.
Another legit company.
I have all the numbers I'm calling right now are all ones from that same house yesterday. They literally gave me like 6-7 numbers yesterday.
So this is Geek Squad working from a house in Delhi.
Yep.
Getting connected to the Norton. How may I help you?
Oh, is this Norton or Geek Squad? I'm having trouble with my computer.
Okay. Can you tell me one thing which email you are receiving?
I'm having trouble hearing you. Can you speak up a little bit, please?
Sure. Can you tell me the email which you received? Just read me out the email so
Well,
I
here's
can
the
confirm
problem.
myself.
Yes, sir. I brought that email into the Geek Squad in a Best Buy near my house in New York, and it was problems in there. I had to escape out of there. I left that email at the front desk, and I didn't have Geek Squad working on my computer. I'm hoping you could help me with this Norton nonsense. It was something like I was being charged, and I went into that Geek Squad place, and I don't see so good, and I have a seeing eye duck, and what happened was on the way out, I felt a little tickle down there, and they're fondling me in my bayonet of doom, sir. Like they're goosing me. Like, why do you treat people this way at your company? Can you help me, or do I need to go back to the store? Please tell me you can help me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So sorry for that, sir. But like you told me like you didn't take any subscription from the Geek Squad. So can you tell me one more thing? Like, do you receive any invoice number?
I did have an invoice number, but the problem is what I'm trying to tell you is it was at the desk there at that little office that they have at the side of Best Buy. I brought it into the Geek Squad. I thought the Geek Squad could look at my laptop, and then I went in there with my duck, and then me and Sammy we rushed out because people were looking at me, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they don't like the way I dress. I'm wearing a little pair of short shorts and a tube top, and when I have purple hair, and sometimes they stare at me in this town, and me and Sammy we just just darted for the door, and then as we were leaving, that guy, he just pinched my doodle dasher. Like, I mean, I don't need to get felt up. First, you guys are charging me for something I didn't buy, and then I'm getting felt up down there. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so sorry for
Sir?
that, sir. So can you tell me one thing? You are in front of a computer
don't be
right now
sorry.
because we are going
sorry,
to
there's
cancel
no
each and
time for
everything
sorry.
which you are
Sorry
receiving
is what your
from the,
mom will leave on the
from the
floor
gift
when I'm
card,
done,
okay?
done with her. Yeah, go ahead, please. I'm
Hello?
sorry. Go ahead, please.
Sir, I am asking like you are in front of a computer right now, so we can provide you each and everything, so we can cancel each and everything which you are receiving from the Geek Squad. So in the future, you are not going to receive any of trouble from the Geek Squad, okay?
Oh, but you're not affiliated with the Geek Squad. Like, you can't help me. Like, we just need to wipe out the security team. They were very rough with me down there, sir. I went in there for a simple thing, and then all of a sudden, not only did people stare at me, I felt harassed. But then they're gonna pinch me in my bayonet of doom like that. Like, why do they need to goose me? Okay, you don't want me in the store because I'm wearing short shorts and a tube top and I have purple hair. Okay, whatever, fine. You want to discriminate against me? I'll just leave your establishment. But then to feel me up down there, to goose me, and then my duck even was offended. I don't understand what's going on. You're going to take advantage of me because I can't see so well? Go ahead, please.
Sir, I can tell you one thing. Like, we are sorry for you are having the problems from our side, but sir, we can do one thing. We can going to be cancel each and everything right now. So can you tell me one more thing? Like, do you in front of a computer right now? Like, are you in front of a computer?
You keep talking about this computer nonsense. I don't know what to do, sir. I mean, I have my laptop. I could go plug it in, I guess. Do you need me to plug it in? That's what she said.
Yeah. So
go ahead, please.
We are going to cancel each and everything. So you can do one thing. Just be in front of a computer or your laptop. Just be in front of a laptop, and so we can provide you the cancellation and each and every stuff which you are in the future you are not going to receive any of the mail or email and any of the trouble from the Greek Squad, okay?
I really appreciate that, sir. I really need the help here. I don't know what's going on at that Best Buy. I can give you the location. I don't know if you have the power to tell the Geek Squad that they need to move their office out of that establishment. But I've never ever in my life been pinched like that down there. You know, my Indiana bones is bruised. Go ahead, please. I mean, my Indiana bones will never be the same. And you want to talk about sorries and things. What's a sorry? A sorry is what your mom leaves on the floor when I'm done fucking her brains out. You want to talk about sorries and computers and all this nonsense. Why don't you get a job and stop hurting people? Go ahead, please.
Sure. Just be in front of a computer, okay? We are going to helping you now.
Oh, we're back to that again? Okay. So what's going to happen when I get to the computer?
Sir, we are just going to provide a cancellation, and which you are receiving us stuff from the Geek Squad. We are going to cancel each and everything which you are having in your computer, okay? So you just be in front of a computer so we can provide you each and everything, okay?
Like, you really want me to fill out that refund form, right? I mean, you're staring at it like a cookie monster. Go ahead, please.
Sure. If you don't want to fill the refund form, then we are just going to cancel each and everything from your side, and we are also going, like, if any amount is debit from account, we are going to refund it back. Is it okay for you?
What side? My side?
Yes, sir, from your side.
And what's your name?
Sir, my name is Alex Williamson.
Okay, so let's talk about each and everything for one moment, okay? Now, how stupid are you? You have to be the stupidest criminal I've ever talked to. I mean, I told you that your mom leaves her sorry on the floor. You say, oh, sorry? And I say, sorry is not for now. A sorry is what your mom leaves on the floor when I'm done fucking her brains out. Are you an idiot?
Listen to me.
You have to be
We are here to
criminal I've
help
ever
you, so
talked to.
don't use the slangs, okay? We are here to helping you. We are not here to
helping me out of my money. You steal from innocent people. You
Yeah,
should be ashamed
helping
of
you to
yourself.
refund you the
You're a
amount,
loser.
helping you to secure your
You're not
computer.
poor because you
We
live
are
in
not here
India.
to.
You're poor because you're a fucking loser. You're stupid. You're an idiot, sir. Get a job. Stop hurting people. I'll call you back and you'll love it.
Yesterday, I was laughing so hard at them for the very same reason, because they don't understand a thing that I was saying. Like, they didn't understand at all what I was talking about.
Oh my God. I mean, at that point, I could have let that go on forever. If we weren't on a morning stream, I could have got the fake car sound from you or did all that stuff. But this guy would have just stayed on the phone forever. Who's got time for that?
Let's see if I answer
that's
again.
the time you take a 9-hour pee.
Yeah. Morning, Paul.
Sorry, are you front of the computer? What an idiot.
Let's see if I'll answer again. But that's how they were for me. I literally had to, I literally lost it yesterday, because I said to him, you know what? I have a lot of money because my dad bought crypto Bitcoins the first day that they were released, and he bought a whole bunch of Bitcoins, so now I don't have to work. And he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that." Like, he had no clue what I said, and it was just so funny. I just started laughing. I couldn't stop, and then I started choking. He said, "I'm so sorry to hear that."
Can you call that guy back from a different number? Round 2.
Yeah, sure. Sure can. Thank y'all so much for joining us. For those that are just coming in, we're talking to a Geek Squad scammer from yesterday that I spent about probably a total of 5 hours yesterday with them.
And the number's still up, huh?
Wow, these are all their text now numbers. I don't know if I can try the original number after this and see if it's still up, but.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, thank you for calling the support team. So how can I help you today?
Do you ever hear the joke about the 2 guys that walk into oh, never mind. Can you please help me with my computer?
Can you please tell me, or you receive any mail from our side? Can you please read it out for me?
I did see an email. Yeah, there's an email. Whose side are you on? Are you Team Johnny or Team Amber? I just need your opinion on that before we start with this computer nonsense. Do you believe her when she's on the stand and she's talking about everything?
I will put a nuclear in your ass, okay? And it will blow up and you will fucked up, okay, bro? Fuck off, motherfucker.
Okay, so you're so angry. You're Team Johnny.
Team Johnny. Oh, thank you, Raz. Thank you so much, Raz. Appreciate
I messed up
it.
that joke, huh? I was gonna ask him if he heard the one about the 2 dyslexics that walked into a bra, and I don't know what happened there.
Wouldn't it be a rab? They walked into a rab.
Is that how it is? No, I thought a bra would be backwards bar. I don't know. What do I know?
A bra's funnier for sure. All right, let's try them again. Let's see if we can get them all mad and triggered for the day.
Hello.
Hey, did you say you were Team Johnny or Team Amber? I couldn't really decipher what you were saying between all the F words. Go ahead, please.
Sorry?
What are you sorry about? A
Hello?
sorry is not a word you want to use right now. A sorry is what your mom leaves on the floor when I'm done with her.
You are
Go
a
ahead, please.
motherfucker, you know. I just put a, what I'm telling you, I just put a car in your ass, okay? And you will ride it
You can't
in
do
your
anything,
ass,
Tuthia.
okay? Motherfucker.
Okay, say hey,
Why are you
Tuthia.
calling you a
Namaskar,
dickhead?
Tuthia.
Motherfucker. Get lost.
Okay, say hey, Tuthia.
Crypt, thank you so much. We have DA and Crypt both became members while you were talking to them. So thank y'all so much.
Oh, so nice of you guys. Thank you so much.
And Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank y'all so much.
Humphreys. Hello times infinity. Hello, Stephanie, in case I ever miss you.
We're going to have a members only stream. I don't know, maybe this weekend, right? I don't know. I have to ask Take later what if he's free. But maybe this weekend we'll have a members only stream, call some scammers, hang out. But thank y'all so much.
Yeah, I mean,
DA, Crypt, Stephanie.
You got to mail these people something. They got to get something for being a member.
Yeah, we could make like a newsletter or something. How long will that take us?
Mail you some snow from New York.
Let's try them back. Also, y'all, I'm going to work on better emojis this weekend. I'm sorry. I just was busy last weekend with that paper. But this week I'll try to get y'all some better emojis because I know I don't really have any good ones. So, except I do like the heart.
Hello. Hey, it's me again. I still never found out the answer. Are you Team Johnny or Team Amber? Go ahead, please.
Sorry?
Oh, the sorry guy. I told you what happens to sorries. They end up on my floor, and then I, pay your mom and she leaves. Go ahead, please. Sorry? Hello?
Suck my black leg.
Oh, you're not happy, are you? Why are you so angry? Are you angry at little old me just keep calling you? Do you want to play Words with Friends? I'll tell you how to find me.
Hey, that's not fair because I tried to play Words with Friends with you and you told me a name and you're like, yes, that's it. So then I tried to add you on Words with Friends and then one day I heard this beeping noise and I'm like, what's that beeping? And you're like, I'm playing Words with Friends. But the name you gave me was totally fake. You gave me a fake name on Words with Friends. Thank you, Wes.
I have that phone charged a little bit, so I can get their name. I could just send you the name. I don't know why that would happen like that. So I don't know if you're telling the truth on that.
It's okay. I know you probably spend enough time with me. You don't want to play Scrabble too, but.
No, I love Words with Friends. I'm addicted to it.
I know. I love it too. That's kind of why I don't.
People don't play it sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I don't play it much because I really get addicted to it and then I want to sit there all day long and play it.
The problem is it's in a phone and I don't know the passwords, and so it has to be on that phone. And that phone doesn't charge. So there's sometimes I don't look at that phone for 10 days. And then so I don't play games. But anyway, I'll get you that name. Call those people back, please. Okay. You want to talk to them?
I can try.
Already did?
Yeah, I already talked to him a lot yesterday, but I can try this other one. Hold on. Let me try this guy, see if he'll answer.
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hey Jason, I'm calling you back from my friend's phone. Just give me a call back if you want, because I want to ask you a question. It's Madison. Bye. New Moon. Yeah, I have a Patreon, that I've been trying to post some, full calls there that I had on Twitch, that Twitch only lets them on for a certain time. And that, the Patreon's, just kind of help me, and then our membership on YouTube is Take and I share it. So, whenever we have a members only stream, Take and I will do it together we're sharing it here. So that's why I made it $2.99 instead of $1. I know most people do $1.99, but I made it $2.99 just because Take and I share it. So, and the $2.40, there's no option for $2.49 Take, so I made it $2.99.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right, let me just try that first number back first since he didn't call. He didn't answer that one. He won't answer you now. Guess I need to switch phone numbers, right?
Different numbers, right?
We are sorry. There is.
Don't be sorry. Sorry is what you can leave on my floor in the morning.
Crypt, I think that's technically against YouTube terms of service, but you can post them in my Discord if you want. Thank you, Z. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that, Ryan.
What can't we do?
He wanted to post a number, so I was just telling him to do it in Discord instead because YouTube will probably delete it or whatever.
Oh.
Well, we appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you so much. And y'all don't feel like you have to be members or anything like that. It's totally fine. If you're able and want to, we really appreciate it. If you're not able or you don't want to, it's totally fine too. So anyone's always welcome. Anyway, regardless. But we might have a members only stream sometime. I'll plan it with Take and let y'all know on Thursday.
I think Friday I'm going to be on Romance Scammers and Online Scams channel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we definitely need on Thursday to post that link so we can all watch you on Friday.
But I think it's Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So she's taking a big. I mean, I'm well behaved, obviously, and I'm in the company of somebody like Andy from Romance Scammers Online. But I still give her a lot of credit for going outside the norm to talk with an idiot like me. So I cannot wait to go on her show, and it'll be fun. And hopefully everyone that's not doing anything Friday at 3 o'clock can tune into Annie's Romance Scammers and Online Scams channel. And if you're not subbed to her, please sub to her. Regardless if you're going to come watch her talk with me, just go show her some love. She's got some awesome romance scammer baits going.
Yeah, and she's a really good interviewer. She did really good.
Yeah, I liked her. We're on. I liked it. She was good.
Yeah.
And it's almost like Barbara Walters interviews Howard Stern type of thing. It's like she's so proper.
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I'm comparing myself to him, but it's what I mean.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and
it's just an honor that you would take the time to talk with me.
And shout out to Thrill, who was our first one. Thank you again, Thrill, for leading that, and we really appreciate it. I think I was Thrillseek's first member. Now he was our first member, so the circle of life, right? Gordon's asking for the link. Let me find the link for you, Gordon.
I think I was the second member of David's Thrillseek's. And I think he was almost in tears when we subscribed. It's just an awesome, nice individual, always looking to help people. And I'm proud to be a member. And when he had laptop trouble or computer problems for 1 week, he was going to refund the memberships, and all that. That's how nice he is. And I was like, 1 week, who cares?
Yeah. there's the link for Annie's channel.
Oh,
If
yeah, sorry, I wasn't
anyone,
even watching the chat.
yeah, I think that's what Gordon meant. Please go sub to her anyway. She's such a nice lady, and she does something different. She has an educational style, but she's she only does romance scamming right now. Hey B, welcome. No, we're not leaving quite yet. Soon though, it is already 10:45. But we're gonna try this number once or twice more. But Take will be there on Friday at 3, so I'm excited for that. I put it in my calendar. Let's try this number from. I didn't realize how late it was. I'm trying to keep my schedule of walking at 11 so that every day at 11 I have to walk or jog. But I'm working up to the
That's a
jogging.
good idea.
Yeah. But we still have 15 minutes. So let's try this
I
one
was
back.
doing that for a while, but I kept snooze and gained 50 pounds.
I gained weight over the winter too because I wasn't walking and I was eating chocolate. So here we go.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. This is Jason from Norton, so I'm gonna help you today.
Oh, hi, Jason. So, listen, I was just trying to figure out a couple things. I got an email. I didn't, I never pay for these things. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is legit or not, or if you could look at it. And then the other thing is, before we get into that, can you just tell me, like, are you Team Johnny or Team Amber?
Sorry, which
Go
team
ahead, please.
are you talking about? Sorry, which team
The,
are
you
you
know, the
talking
big
about?
trial? The big trial that's going on right now, the defamation trial. I mean, some people are behind Johnny Depp. There's other people that are behind Amber Heard. I'm just wondering where you stand on this. Go ahead, please. Sir, you're in a safe space. I don't care who you like. I'm going to still keep talking to you multiple times today, actually. Just tell me whose side are you on. I don't judge. No judgments here.
Sure, what happened? How may I help you? Can you tell me?
Well, it's a long story, and I don't know if you have that much time. I mean, the trials are already been 2 weeks in. Do you want me to start at the beginning, like boy meets girl? I mean, that's really what happened.
Yes,
But
yes, from the beginning. From the beginning. Just start the story.
From the
Just tell me
beginning?
the story.
You got time? I don't think we have time. We got to close the show pretty soon. So,
Sir, we
just
have a
are
time.
you?
You don't have to worry. Just tell me the story.
All right. Let's forget about the trial for a minute. Let's shift focus. How far are you from the Statue of Unity? I think it's in. How do you say? Gurjawat?
It's 2 miles, sir.
You're
You
in
don't,
Delhi,
sir,
right?
It's 2 miles from the Statue of Liberty. It's 2 miles.
No, Statue of Liberty. I can see the Statue of Liberty from where I'm calling you from, but can you see the Statue of Unity? I want to steal that thing.
Yes, yes,
I have high
sir.
ceilings.
I can see it.
You can see the Statue of Unity?
You can see me like I'm fucking your mother.
Oh, here we go. Right to the mom, right? You don't play around. You're the angry scammer.
Yes.
Well, you're all
yes,
angry,
because
actually.
you're wasting my time.
So, all right, let's shift the interview from the Statue of Unity. I don't think you're really going to help me steal it, and it's nonsense anyway. I have high ceilings, but that statue's never going to fit in my apartment. Why do you always go to the mother or the daughter or the wife? Like, do you ever feel stupid that that's the only insult you know?
He's gone. That was the one that sent me the penis pic last night and tried to get me to send him a picture of my blankety blank. And said he wanted to marry me and tried to sell money from my fake account to somebody. That was him.
I didn't know that was the naked guy.
Yeah. Okay, how about one last one? Danny just sent us a number, so let's try that, and then we'll see how that goes. And then maybe we can watch our trailer again when we end. In case anyone missed it. Y'all stay tuned. I made a trailer. It's not that great, but still, it has Pierogi's picture in it. So.
Yep.
And it has a clip of him speaking about us. Oh.
Where his morning coffee.
You have reached a number that...
Oh, sorry, Danny,
Hello?
your number's down, but thanks for sending it to us. Really appreciate Danny sending us numbers throughout the day. Thank you so much, Danny. I know a lot of times Take and I stay busy with that.
I thought a scammer just had picked up. What happened?
No, the number didn't work.
Oh.
Hey, Autograph 2020. Oh, really? I'll have to go back and look. Ultimate Troll was... he's a nice fellow, too. I'll have to go back and look at that one. All right, well, I think we should end so I can get over to the park before 11 and keep my walk time, or else I'm not going to do it. But,
Mess with that. As much as I love messing with these scumbags in front of 55 closest friends, I don't want you to get off your schedule and not do your walk. And I got to actually walk too, because I forgot how to walk for a little while. I mean, really, I forgot how to walk. You got to retrain your brain to do certain things. But I won't get into a whole MS lecture. But we both need to walk.
Yes, we do. Thursday, Thursday we'll be back with Scam Tunes. And
awesome. I love that guy.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And then, like I said, next Tuesday we'll be back with Pierogi for our 50th episode. You don't want to miss it. I would love for us to try to break 100 next Tuesday. We have not done that.
What's that date?
The 17th.
Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Are you busy that day? Whatever you're busy doing, just cancel, because we're not going to reschedule Pierogi.
Right. It took me a year to get into this world famous neurologist to look at me.
Shoot.
And it will probably take another 6 months to get another appointment. I don't care. I'm canceling it.
No. We don't want you to do that. We don't want you to do that. I'll just ask Pierogi if he's busy.
Hang up. You be walking. I'll be dialing. It's canceled.
Oh, no.
In the house on Tuesday.
No, we don't want you to miss your appointment. Pierogi, tell him not to cancel his appointment with his neurologist.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's a Wednesday, so it must be the 18th.
Shoot.
I'm good.
Okay, good.
False alarm.
That was scary. No. We wouldn't have done that. I'm sure Pierogi would have worked with us, because we don't want you to cancel that. But, okay, good. That worked out. All right. So we will be back on Thursday with Scam Tunes. And I had a super great time, y'all. Thanks so much for joining us. And thank you again to Gordon Shumway. Please make sure you go over and sub to him and find him on Twitch. I'm not sure if we ever posted his link, but go find him on Twitch as well. And
Oh, his Twitch link?
What's that?
Yeah, I don't know how to do his Twitch link, but I just posted his YouTube link. But maybe he's got his Twitch link in his YouTube, or somebody smarter than me can put it in the chat. But it doesn't matter. Everybody go sub to Gordon. Just an awesome guest, an awesome scambaiter, and it was great. Today was fun.
And thank you to all the mods. Thanks for all you do, and to all the members. Thank y'all so much, and we love y'all. We'll see you on Thursday. And I'll be on Twitch. I'm going to walk, do a few other things, and I'll be on Twitch this afternoon, too. Bye, y'all. Bye, Asha. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye, Manuel.
There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking
That's my coffee in the morning, is listening to you guys.